Greetings and salutations, travelers.
Yes.
Welcome back to the Inn of Planar Crossroads. And we are having a GM that is supposed to be a player, but the GM for the Starfinder game is out, so he is GMing. Tommy from Black Dragon Gaming will be GMing tonight. Yay! We are doing, as the title suggests, for those that can see the title on Twitch, it says Black Dragon Gaming Level 20 One-Shot, which is what we're going to do.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You break out your monster truck rally voice.
Just GM like that for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Roll initiative!
January 2nd, level 20 Black Dragon Gaming. Be there, be there. You're gonna pay for the hood, but you're only gonna need the
Shit.
Can you tell I live in the Texas of Canada?
So yes, first off, people, let's get announcements out of the way. We have, for everyone wanting to make sure they know how to support us, we will tell them that we do have a Patreon page if you want to help support us over there. The benefits for said patrons are on that channel, or are on that page, but you can go there and see that. This is, of course, like I said, going to be a one-shot. As far as other announcements, Kane will run a game when we reach 100 subscribers. We have announced it before.
We're almost there. We need like another 14 or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're making our way there slowly. And they will be chosen from the subscribers. So if you want to get in on that, that's how.
Yeah, I'm not going to hold like a whole big tournament thing like Dawn Forge Cast. I'm just going to pick 4 people.
Yeah, we'll randomly we'll pick 4 people, and there will be 4 slots is what we're saying.
You don't want to use straw poll, the most secure thing you can use? Who could it be? Who could it be?
Yeah, that definitely didn't somehow get rigged in my favor.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
All right. So Kane will run a game when we get to 100 subscribers. And finally, we are going to be having our we're going to start doing some monthly giveaways. Since we have a giant tier patron, we will be doing monthly giveaways. And those are for patrons only of the giant tier, which is like a $10 patron. If you guys want to get in on those, go ahead and go over there and you can do that. And all that money that's being spent by those patrons on that and more, I'm putting my own money in on this, is going into those monthly giveaways, people. So it's not like we're making a bunch of money on that.
The $5, the tier below giant, the elemental tier, does enter you into the yearly draw?
Yes, it does. The yearly draw, and we gave away an entire bag of Skull Splitter dice this last time. That happens every end of the year in December.
So for significantly less than a Netflix subscription, you can enter in for a chance to win some pretty decent shiznit.
There you go. Not to mention patrons get a little bit of favoritism when we're talking about running certain games and things like that. If we have something that we're just itching to run and everybody can't make it, it is not unheard of for us to be like, I want to run a game, but everybody can't make it to X day. That's a way to work on that. But, all right, that's all of the announcements that I have. I'm going to turn it over to Tommy because I'm still working on my character sheet. I'm never playing a level 20 character again unless I have had more time to work on it.
Don't tell the people.
You guys had like a whole weekend. Anyway, what's going on, guys? Like he said.
Family.
So are we. Anyway, so like that dude said, my name is Tommy. I run a little channel called Black Dragon Gaming. When this goes to YouTube, Adam, if you could throw the link in the doobly-doo, I would appreciate it. Most of these guys play on my channel too, and it's super fun to watch. So if you want to drift on over there, we would certainly appreciate it. Since we're like 2 hours past start time, I don't think I'll necessarily do like a character introduction, but I myself will say that I'm super honored to G Legacy. For people I know, Kane, my wife, Sarah, and Mal are all 3 playing characters that either got to level 20 and are being re-rolled or never got there and are getting there now. Oh, I guess Adam is too, yeah. So it's like, it just makes me feel all nice and special inside. But enough of that. I had a little prepared thing for like starting this, but we're going to axe it for time. Everybody make a perception check.
Well, is it like a little cinematic thing?
There's more than that.
Okay. I was gonna say we have time for a cutscene.
You'll get the cutscene.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I did it.
You did it.
Perception, you said?
I see.
Perception, I
all.
said.
That's a holy crap.
The RNG is strong with that one.
That is
Not the
too
crocodile,
high. That number is too high, and I don't like it. It makes me upset.
Is that everybody? Did I get everybody?
Hold on
not sure if I
to
got
your
everybody.
panties 1 second, please. Yeah. 30, 40. That's a 42.
30, 40.
42.
All right.
6. Malcolm.
What the fuck?
Did you make a level 20 character?
I did. He has
Oh no.
some very middling wisdom.
And I don't think sorcerers get perception as a class
Never
skill.
trained perception.
Never.
That's
trained
good to know.
percep-
That's really good to know.
You just wait
I'm
till
the
you need
barbarian, and I trained perception.
No, to be fair,
you get-
sorry, I just remembered how Malcolm plays Jakoben Yakobi. Never mind, 6 is right about correct.
He's a pretty big deal. Anyway, what do I not
So
see?
you guys, you don't see a whole lot much. We're gonna assume everybody knows each other and everybody has adventured with each other. You guys, Adam called it. You guys find yourselves suddenly from wherever it is you were, out of nowhere, you've been picked up and placed as like you assume someone has like teleported you into like the foulest of foul, grossest of gross swamps you've ever seen in your life. Around you, like sometimes like in random spots, sometimes in like sick macabre like paintings kind of thing, like kind of think like street art, there are bodies like hanging off like trees and spikes coming out of the ground, crows eating off them. You guys can see in the distance that the thing you guys thought looked like a sword off in the distance, and it does indeed kind of look like an intelligent plant type thing. You have no idea how you got here. You have no idea what is going on, but like it's very safe to say that something has moved you here for reasons that are not good. Sarah natural 20'd. So the nat 20 will resolve a little bit later, Sarah, because what am I going to give you now? Initiative is open.
Oh my god, are we back at the ziggurat?
I don't think so, Papa. This looks more like some level of hells that I never wanted to visit. I told Grandpapa Barbas that we're not needing to go to those places. I much prefer the balmy temperatures where he is.
Just not.
Colin
just
begins
not
to spam
balmy.
knowledge checks.
I'm not.
All right.
Trying to
Yeah, I
figure it
rolled
out.
the same exact thing for each of them. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, except for that knowledge nature. Okay, so let's see what we got here.
2. I'd love
The
that
rel-
too.
The religion is certainly enough. As far as knowledge planes go, I don't know where all the characters are from, but you guys can assume right now you are on the plane of Galerion, the native setting for Pathfinder. History and religion are pretty much going to get you the same thing, based on like the mountains you can see in the distance and the bodies laying around you. That I'm not sure if I said this or not, but they are predominantly elven. You get the feeling that you have been brought into a region called Tanglebriar, which is in southern Kyanin, where, long story short, because we don't have a lot of time, a nation demon lord by the name of Treerazer, he came up here trying to take something really powerful from the native elves. They pushed him back into the southern part of the forest, which he corrupted, and now he rules here, essentially. Treerazer does. Before you, that funny-looking tree ant thing is called the Witch Bowl, and that is his fortress. The knowledge history and the knowledge religion would tell you that that thing is capable of moving. It doesn't just sit there. It's not. None of this is confirmed, but you've heard bits and pieces of like how the tree ants that live in Kyanin, like they won't talk about the Witch Bowl, and people have extrapolated from that maybe this was some kind of a treant that Treerazer corrupted. Maybe this was some kind of treant that like went over to the dark side. For the knowledge religion, as far as Treerazer goes, he is a chaotic evil nation demon lord. I don't know his portfolio off the top of my head, but basically he's all about like corrupting nature, that kind of thing.
What's his name?
I will put it in the chat.
Treerazer.
Is that the Witch Bowl? I've heard of this before. I personally, Kane, have heard of this before.
Beset by questions and surrounded by flora most foul,
If you want to know more about Kaonin, you can check out Black Dragon Gaming's 5-minute tour of Galarian.
Stop breaking my wall.
Black Dragon Gaming channel.
Cut that out.
Well, he's not
Link
wrong
in
now.
the description.
He can.
This
If
is one.
only I knew the answer down below in the comment section.
Perhaps if someone had a link to more information.
Anyway,
Hey, Adam and I talked about how it'd be fun to fight Treerazer. That's why I thought he was what we were doing.
Hey man, I'm not giving you shit. I'm trying to cross promo here. Don't.
Is
we're
that a bad
surrounded by
thing?
grief and carnage, and before us I see a citadel most mighty and foul. It does seem like we know what we're supposed to be doing, do we not? Everybody? Anybody?
That, you know what? I think we should. We need directions home. You know, I'm not super jazzed about being here, and whoever lives in there probably knows how to get out.
Well, you
I
do
would
know
think
that I
so.
can teleport you pretty much anywhere in this system, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I got this. I can walk wherever I need to, but on the grounds that we're here, clearly someone wants us to be here. It'd be nice to know why. I'm a sucker for answering questions.
I mean, Val, do you want to leave? We could just leave, right? Like,
Well, you leave. I'm going to go in there and knock on the front door.
everybody teleport home. Session over.
Okay, come on.
Smart ass.
Oh,
He's gonna
great
pat
game,
off.
everyone. Good job.
Come on. Let's go see what he wants.
Okay, so I caught like 5 people saying they wanted to teleport away. 5 people want to go to the Citadel.
Well,
No, I was making fun that we could teleport away, but then what would be the fucking point?
He will teleport after you.
Big Jack seeks
Okay.
answers to questions
Take it.
no matter where he treads.
If he teleports after us, we could take him to hell and say, "Hey, Grandpa Barbar, do you know who forced us someplace?"
Busted.
But no, we're not gonna do that.
I mean,
I
you
feel
can.
like
I
would
can
have an
make a map.
easier time killing the Mantis Lord than I would whatever it is Tommy has prepped for us.
Anyway, so
Whoa.
if you guys want to approach the Citadel, I would
I
like
said
a
we
simple,
approach it
like,
before it
you know,
moves.
Yeah, let's get up in there.
can you guys make like a dumb little marching order on the board you have? It doesn't have to be like in 5-foot increments, but like a vague idea, I guess is what I'm saying.
Well, I'm going to suggest that that myself and the boy we go in first. You know, unless somebody
He's a
has
boy.
the boy.
Papa,
You are my boy.
I'm not a boy.
You're,
I'm your boy. I'm not their boy.
Yes, the boy, my boy. It's
Easy,
that.
Papa.
Please put that crocodile father away from me. It makes me very uncomfortable.
It is a huge creature, so yeah, it would make you very uncomfortable.
Or get it the fuck
Yeah.
back. Put it behind in the somewhere else, please.
Why don't we just ride the crocodile?
No,
It can
Yeah.
swim.
Oh, Papa.
I'm putting the kibosh on that plan right now.
But she is such a big baby. And
I'm
he starts
calling
scratching
a
the crocodile
KGB
and-
hit on that plan. I want it dead.
Oh,
All right, so we're gonna assume the
You are lucky this
sorcerer.
crocodile only speaks Celestial. Only knows Celestial, I should say. Doesn't speak it, but knows it.
Coincidentally, I also know Celestial because I have 17 languages.
Nice.
Welcome to level 20.
I was
Alright.
also the group's translator for a while.
We've all been around the block.
We have. So if I can get like, is that where the sorcerer and the oracle want to be? Is that about accurate?
Probably
Yeah,
right
I take
about
that.
there.
All right.
Okay.
I gotta
Well,
heal people.
I mean that crocodile needs to be even larger if it's huge.
Well, we don't have a this board is not that important. I just wanted a vague marching order. Anyway, so you guys you begin moving towards the witch bowl and you travel for perhaps a minute before the face at the top of the thing kind of like suddenly like over to see you, and the thing, like, you see this tree uproot itself and begin like spider walking its way. It seems like it's walking slow. It looks like it's like slowly picking a leg up, but it books it essentially across southern Cayenne and ends up right in front of you guys. As it does so, a like black, gross kind of tarish moat appears around it, and a drawbridge extends, kind of like combination drawbridge, kind of like weird like elf Tree City rope bridge, kind of like extends down and up, so you could climb up to it. The face up at the top continues to look at you.
Jack
How
is
sturdy does this thing look?
and then unnerved, and then is thoroughly pleased.
And then is thoroughly pleased. I think I am going to go ahead at this time, and I'm going to take initiative.
Why? Are we going to fight the tree?
You will see. The boss isn't Treerazer. No, it's his tree that I put together myself.
Oh, I see. Okay, is this oh shit. When we're walking, can I hand some stuff off?
Yeah, that's fine.
That's to Vargas. That'll be a vial of giant form. I suggest a two-headed troll. Just a suggestion.
Two-headed troll? Papa, why do I need two heads?
Right, I mean, okay, or just a one-headed troll. I'm just suggesting troll.
One to be smart and one to be mean.
Yeah.
I'm always.
They have to fart and argue over who did it.
Oh. I want to use my other hand. What do you mean, other hand? You mean my hand?
So a potion of giant form?
So I clicked the
Yeah,
wrong
well,
thing.
it's an infusion.
Oh well.
So when you're done drinking it, throw it back to me.
All right, Papa.
And a potion of long arm, or an infusion, and one of protection from energy.
So I need initiatives from everyone who's not Sarah, Alex, or Colin.
So are we
Hold
legit
on,
fighting this tree, or are we fighting Treerazer? I'm not sure.
You will see. I just want to take initiative so we can keep it like moving. You'll see.
It's a
That will be a
surprise.
30.
It's a surprise roll that we can use later.
Just say it like Mickey Mouse, Tommy.
I cannot do a Mickey Mouse voice to save my life.
It's a surprise roll to use later.
Ha!
And then
There!
Adam.
I beat Sarah at something.
You did it. Congratulations.
Fucking
Adam
much.
has a 20. Hey, now. We can do both. We can be Munchkins and roleplay. It's not my fault that the Shifer has a feat that adds its level 2 damage. Anyway, if that is
Oh, yeah,
everybody,
no.
Kane is top of the initiative order.
Of course. I will openly admit that the Black Dragon Gaming crew has been some of the most proficient role players I've ever played with.
Thank you.
Check them out in the links below.
I love you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 dice rolls for a turn so we can make sure we hear from everybody since there's so many of us. Kane, you are top of the round. Actually, before Kane is top of the round, I'm going to pop that natural 20 that Sarah rolled, and I'm going to say that people probably don't even know the names. Kova, Sarah's Drow Noble Shifter, you are entirely 100% aware as this thing moved up to you that you have crossed over into a demiplane.
Ooh.
Big surprise there for anyone who hangs out in my campaigns. But yeah, demiplane.
All right,
Anyway.
so as we go through this initiative order, I suggest that everyone super briefly introduce their character, just so
Yeah, sure.
when we reference them by name, we know who we're talking about.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so go for it, Kane. You have the floor.
All right, so I'm playing Ignatious Ferdinand Kaufman, usually just referred to as Iggy, or in certain cases, Siegfried, the alter ego he enters when he mutates, because he's an alchemist. Yes, Mother, I will answer that later. So I will. I guess we're walking up to the front of this this giant tree, and oh shit, I don't know what I want to do. You know what? I'm shit. I'm gonna hold off for now.
Alrighty.
I don't know what to do with this thing other than like knock on the front door.
Then we will pass to Sarah. Sarah, if you would introduce what you're playing, and then it is your turn.
Okay. I'm playing Kova. I played her for a long time in Tommy's game. I played her up to from level 1 to like 24 or something. So Kova's probably rolling her eyes as I cross over into this demi-plane because this is like something that happens every other day in Tommy's game.
Kova's actually native from the demiplane, if I remember. Yeah, Carshray was a demiplane.
Yeah.
I mean, do you share that information with everyone else who might not know that?
You guys probably all know each other. Like, in meta terms, you guys know each other's character sheets.
No.
everything
I mean that we passed over into a demiplane.
Oh, that bit. Yeah, do you
Yeah,
say?
of course. Yeah.
I don't know how she can because right now she is a bear. You would have to pop out of one of your shifter things.
I'm a bear right now.
Do you? I guess you don't necessarily have to be. I just assumed you'd be in that form because you can have it forever, and that's what you do. Do you want to not bear?
I mean, I'm probably not a bear like all the time.
Just as a bear, race
bear is not a 24/7 thing. It's just
she's
your
actually
day job.
playing. She's actually playing Sir Barrington.
In what
Yes,
little time
Sir
we've had
Barrington.
together, Jack's always thought you were just a bear.
Everybody met in the end of Planar Crossroads, was having a nice drink, and then all of a sudden, poof.
All of a sudden, big one shot that we weren't prepared for. It's fine.
That does sound like a place you would find Jack.
Big Jack also has like a really bad case of Lois Lane syndrome, so
Rough. So what you got, Sarah?
I'm probably gonna roll a knowledge nature check to try and like assess the situation, I suppose.
Sure. Okay. What do I want to give you off that? Tanglebriar, again, like I said, this is the home of a demon lord. He has come here. He has corrupted it. The place is, I didn't say it before because frankly we don't have the time for 24 encounters, but the place is infested with demons and all other kinds of scary stuff that call the place home. The elves of Kainan have driven Treerazer back here, but they've never gone so far as to like actually kill him outright. You've crossed over into a demiplane. You're not sure exactly what that entails off a knowledge nature check, but I'll say that you know that things might not work exactly the same way as like they would on Galarion.
Cool.
And
Alright.
by those things, I mean like gravity might be different. I mean like the water might not be fit to drink, or worse, just outright kill you.
Not this again.
Just stuff like that.
Is this what we're doing again? I'm. Kova had to deal with this last campaign.
She did.
I just want to make sure because the plane shifting was not something that we dealt with super often before. It's not really Ignatious and Vargas's deal.
So what you got,
We
Sarah?
pretty much like to stay on the same plane.
Pretty much, except for like Thanksgiving and Christmas, when I have to visit the in-laws.
Boo.
Oh,
So I'll give you one more dice roll or like a move action. Your call.
Well, guys, you want to move in there and get the thing?
I mean,
Let's
that's
get
all well and you. Like, it's all well and good for you, son. But like for me, there's a whole lot of magic involved with not being.
I told you if you
Seems
take
to me here we've been called here as exterminators.
if you take Baba's mark, he can get you there. Like that, lickety split.
I don't want Barber's weird tattoo. Okay. It's not. I have enough problems with the drugs and the multiple personality disorder without the satanic tattoos.
No, that's devilish.
They're
Thank
not
you very much.
satanic, Papa. They are hellish.
Yeah.
We've talked about this. You're supposed to respect that part of my heritage. What would Mother say? You would not call it satanic in front of her. She would bitch slap you.
Is that okay? First of all, it's not a bitch slap. It's just a slap.
I know many things about many planes, but I will never understand those of the lawful pit.
Boo. Do you have anything else you want to do, Sarah?
I'm gonna hold action for now because I'm ready to go in there and attack, but somebody else might not be. So
Fair enough. Then we will pass to Alex. Alex, if you would introduce what you're playing, and then it is on you, buddy.
Playing the self-proclaimed avatar of metal. He is the Grandmaster of the Templars of Steel, and he's
I believe it.
Yeah, and he's just flexing his muscles and softly patting his chest, and a faint drumming sound is emanating from his body, and he
All I
is.
picture is.
And he is, he's an Oread, so he's made out of stone and metal and has like a crystal beard out of just pure crystals, and he's all geology and stuff.
I picture a
He's all
stone
geology.
rig.
Yeah. And he is
So what you got, Alex?
He's of the Skald class, or the class. Just waiting for anyone to start the party, basically.
Fair enough. All right. So if you have no actions, we will pass to Colin. My bearded buddy, what you got? What are you playing? What are you doing?
All right, I'm playing a couple of things here. So first of all, I am playing Saint Clement, who is an Aasimar, kind of the revival of the dead god Ichis, but cursed by Asmodeus with black blood, so he does not have his divine powers. At least all of them.
Self-proclaimed saint, by the way. No one else was like, "You're a saint." He decided that himself one day.
It's not canon. It's not in the wiki.
It's not in the wiki, no.
So what you got, go?
Then his animal companion, Luna, who is a sort of silver-scaled crocodile, huge creature, size category-wise, and it's gonna be fun. I'm waiting for something to happen here.
So you tell me you want to just continue to hold your action?
It's okay. So we're just waiting. That's what we're doing.
Everybody's just gonna sit.
All right, I'm gonna knock. That's what's
Well,
gonna.
it's not
Everybody
technically-
get
I was
ready.
waiting. I had
Is
3
everybody
more
ready?
to wait.
Are you ready?
before I'm
Everybody
allowed
get
to
ready.
knock.
I'm gonna fuck it up. We're gonna do it.
I was gonna be right away. Maybe even
Well,
Funky Cold Medina.
right now it's Colin. After Colin, we can, if Kane wants to do something, I'll let him like move down the initiative. But right now, Colin, do you have anything you want to do?
It's not even me. It's just my animal companion right now.
Oh, what is that? Yeah, you can go on both of those turns. We don't have time for 2 initiatives. We're fine.
Okay.
Or even are
whatever.
you? Get out of here.
I'd much rather take that initiative. It's much better than my other one.
You did not roll a 48. What? The same thing happened with Donald in my channel. What is going on? Oh well.
I
Fuck it.
rolled.
He's level 20. I bet he
Yeah.
did roll a 48.
No.
He
No, he
got
rolled a 24 and
18,
it's
Yeah,
18
double
plus
it.
6. That's not.
I don't know what
18
happened.
plus 6 is 48.
Yeah, it
Well,
says 24.
I know whose turn it is. It's fine.
So
I don't know.
he is going to shout out for Treerazer. Treerazer, get out here!
Maybe,
Oh, man. We're
Make a
at the
perception
guy's-
check.
We're at a dude's house, man. You can't just yell at him.
Everyone,
You gotta knock first and shit.
perception check?
No.
Okay.
Colin, make a perception check, would you?
Perception. Wrong button. Dang it.
Rolls an attack roll. Natural ones, kills himself. We did it.
You said perception?
Yep, if you would please.
Just
36.
as rude.
6. All right. So you say that, and the wind kind of like, before it's blowing, like, we don't need cardinal directions, but it turns like to blow in the face of the party, and it kind of like, on the wind, you can almost hear like a faint, like Sylvan, like tones of laughter in Sylvan, I'll say, that kind of thing. They're a little distorted. Some of them sound like somebody might be speaking in Sylvan backwards. But other than that, nothing happens.
Other than that, I am going to ready an action for a demon to pop out so I can attack it.
Gotcha. Then we pass to the man himself. Adam, what you got?
Well, that was kind of rude.
That's what I said, right?
That's not how you get people's attention in, like, whatever this Treerazer person is thing. I don't know.
Oh, come on, he's a demon. He's not even a devil.
Well, I've never met, well, I've killed a few demons, but they've at least introduced themselves before I killed them. So,
Did they
Most
introduce
of them do
themselves
that.
back?
well, I kind of introduced myself with my sword. I didn't really introduce myself with my words because they were trying to kill me, you know. But some demons have talked to me. I mean, when I was visiting Baba and he starts to go up to the door and knock. When I was visiting Baba, there were lots of people that there were demons there occasionally, but they really hated in hell.
Okay, so you approach, make a perception check.
Oh yeah, another one.
All I'm saying is that it was rude, you know? There's no reason not to be polite, even in situations like this.
So 3 plus. I didn't roll super well this time.
Ooh, okay.
28.
All right. Make a fortitude save.
Uh-oh.
That's not that hard. All right.
Oh no, the barbarian has to make a fortitude save.
35.
35. Does anyone have any means of like influencing that roll in any way, shape, or form,
Sounds bad.
because he does fail. I'm mostly asking because I know there's a Skald in the party.
What? No.
Yeah, nope.
No timely inspiration?
No, it doesn't do anything on saves.
No? I know there's some kind of bard spell that you get that you can influence saves with. But anyway, regardless, as
I think I
need
checked
to
out
know
the
names.
bard spells. Jeez.
I mean, that's what you cast off of.
Well,
Anyway.
if I cast.
So
Oh,
Vargas approaches, and
The truth comes out.
around the time he gets to the bottom of that bridge, you hear a twig snap, and like you look down, look back up, and as you look up, there's a thorn about the size of like your pinky nail, and it hits you like square, like right there in the eye. You don't really feel anything for a couple of seconds before it just like knocks you on your ass and you skid back towards the party. It reduces you to negative, we'll just say -1 and dying. Everybody sees like, it kind of looks like, you guys know those little tiny needle things in the plastic, and you put your hand up to them like that and it'll like push forward, that kind of thing. If you guys know what that is, that's kind of what Adam looks like from the face to like the top of his chest, pretty much as if something had just hit him and like pushed his whole body back.
That?
Ooh,
We'll-
nasty doorbell.
That, my boy!
We will pass to Malcolm. What are you playing? What do you got? What are you doing?
Jakoben Yakobi, best known as Jack. He's the smallest of the greatest, but the greatest of the smallest, and has considered himself a great patron of dragonkin around the world. He once served a quite vital role in saving the world of his birth, and from there on went and sought constant adventure no matter where he went, and found his life as a traveler on the astral plane, trying to find answers to many of the great mystical secrets of the universe. This naturally leads him into all kinds of random happenstance adventures, which he's usually propelled into by his own desire to find out why exactly he's here, which is exactly what's happening now. But before he can get into that question answering, he's going to hoof it on over to this poor fine gentleman that he's been traveling with, who just got his face plowed in. And I'm going to give him a potion of cure serious wounds just to get you back on your feet.
Okay.
No one contest.
Okay.
I might contest.
So I
I don't know if I'm
pour
muted or
one of
not.
those in you, and I smile and say, "Thank you for checking the door for me."
Let me see how something reads. Go ahead and roll it.
One sec. So it's plus caster level is the one who created it, right? Plus my caster level.
That is correct.
Mhm.
All right. That puts you up to 34.
All right, let me see. I know I have something I can do about this, but I'm not sure exactly how it works. I just need to know what the number was. I think I just rolled, don't I? Yeah, okay, I do. It's a little awkward, but since it's still the effect how it is, I'm gonna have you roll a concentration check.
Okay.
Mal, if you would.
That's with is that caster skill? Caster ability rather?
Yeah, it's a D20 plus caster level.
That'd be 33.
Okay, so you begin to feed this guy the potion, and as you do so, I always imagine the cure potions as kind of like mystical, pretty blue water, and you take the stopper out and you begin to like pour it down his mouth, and you see like what makes the cure potion a cure potion, the positive energy that infuses it. It begins to like drift out of the potion in such a way that you're just like pouring water on a dying man's face, pretty much.
Uh-oh.
I'm not quite sure how I want to flavor because I was expecting. Well, I knew I had Aquas. I'm gonna say it passes, and Adam gets that many hit points back. But you can tell that there's something, you're not sure what, but there's something going on here that is interfering with how positive energy reacts to like things around it that feed off positive energy.
Seems like there's a miasma about this place, and I would keep an eye out for any more sudden thorns to the face. That would be
If that's all you got,
And I won't be knocking anymore. That's for sure.
is that all you got, Mal?
That's what he'll do. I'll give him the potion,
Alrighty.
and otherwise wait for someone else to try the door.
All right, Kane, you're on.
Oh, that's my boy! My boy!
Oh,
You
but I
murdered
told
my
you not to
sweet
call me
baby!
that. That's not the last thing I want to hear when I'm dying. is, oh my boy. Oh, yeah, I want to die hearing that, Papa. That sounds great.
That's well, then don't die. Choose not to be a scrub about it, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's a scrub move when you go up to knock on the door and it literally takes hundreds of health away.
Yeah. What? How much health are you at? Out of how much health?
I'm still adding it up, but it's over 300.
Okay.
So he's at however much the potion healed him out of 300x.
I'm at 34 hit points right now.
Mm.
And I haven't found my
34.
followers yet, so I'm looking up NPCs.
Yes. Oh, that's brutal. I love it.
Well, I guess he's gonna. Ignatious is gonna spend a couple rounds with a wand of cure critical.
Okay.
Just funneling that back into his son.
All right. So every casting of that will require a concentration check.
Well, why am I taking damage?
You can make a check to determine the why, but it does require a concentration check.
Is it all right if we have
I
Big
will
Jack?
make a knowledge arcana.
That's
Yeah,
what I
sure,
was
go for it.
You want arcana or planes? I have both.
Either or. They're both fine.
Okay.
My max HP is 460 before rage.
Jesus fuck.
So it took 460 plus damage to knock on the door. Good to know.
21. I rolled a 2.
Rough. Okay, so is this Arcana or is this Planes?
Planes.
It's Planes. Okay, so you know there are things that exist out there that, in addition to like being able to influence positive and negative energy, there are creatures in the multiverse that are like anathema to the things that bind creation together. Things that like in the presence of them, divine magic becomes warped. And you think there might be one of those floating around? Maybe.
Okay.
It's not entirely sure. For all you know, it could just be the demiplane. For all you know, maybe the potion had just gone bad. It's all kind of unclear. You know you're in a Nation Demon Lord's demiplane. So, again, the rules are kind of topsy-turvy.
Okay, so you want a concentration check, not a UMD.
Yes.
That'll be a 37.
Okay, that passes. Again, it's the same idea you cast, and like you can, I guess in the case of like an actual spell, you would see something like the like shiny light that comes out of the wand into your son to heal him. It kind of like just floats up into the air, almost as if like gravity had inverted itself and this had more mass, and it just kind of like whoop up that way. But you're able to like keep it together, and you were able to heal your boy.
All right. You had, do you add your casting stat to concentration checks?
I think it's just D20 plus caster level, but I'll Google it real quick because I could be wrong. I don't want to be wrong when the stakes are this high. Anyway, it's still on you, buddy.
This initiative keep going up.
8, 7, 8, 8 plus 20. So 31 plus 20. So 51 hit points. Adam.
51 more hit points. Okay.
51.
Okay, you do add your ability score modifier. Excuse me. It's D20 plus caster level plus mod.
Okay, so that'd be a 43. Not that it matters.
It's still great. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn, Kane?
Okay. I can either throw some explosives at this door or attempt to examine it. Can I get a show of hands from everybody? Do you think
Blow it up.
Explosives or examination?
Load up. He's gonna put some distance between him and you, and then again blow it up.
I said you
Just
should
kill
give
it,
us a
Papa.
show.
What'd you say, Alex? Sorry.
I said you should give us a show. Bring out the
that's-
pyrotechnics.
Yeah, I got 26 bombs.
Let's see if we can get a youch out of this here old tree.
Would that just be like one bomb?
Yeah, if that's what if you want to just like use a bomb and chuck it at it, yeah.
Do you want an attack roll?
Yeah, I think I do.
You do? Okay.
I do.
Can I get a 32 against this giant tree and its touch?
You definitely hit it. The damage is unnecessary to roll because it seems unfazed. I'm sure we've all played Shadow of the Colossus out there. It's kind of like that, except you're not climbing its back. You're just kind of like poking it in the shin, and it just continues to stand there. It does not seem to care at all. It also shows no signs of like visible damage. There's no. I imagine this is just like a firebomb. It might be you're level 20, so you have all the discoveries you want. But I'm gonna assume fire, and there's no sign of a scorch mark. There's no sign of even like chunks of glass that might have stuck in the tree, that kind of thing.
Well, this is firmly out of the realm of my expertise.
Is that all you got?
Yeah, that's all I got right now. I think so.
All right, Sarah, what's up?
I guess I'm moving in there.
You want to just move in?
Scary.
It is indeed scary.
Yeah, I'm not super jazzed about it. Shot a hypodermic needle into my son's eyeball.
Yeah.
You got anything for this lovely Shalquaw? Because I've forgotten your name already. I'm sorry.
Boom.
My name is Kova.
Kova.
Which is kind of hilarious when you consider this character's way older, but the iconic shifter's name is Zova.
Oh.
Just saying.
That.
Anyway, what you got? What are you doing?
Maybe I should hold off on moving in. Bad stuff keeps happening to my friends.
Yeah, somebody definitely just got almost splattered.
I can't exactly do much to help them, but I can get up in the front, get between them and the baddies.
Well, I mean, Iggy is at least I forget the range increment on a bomb, but I think it's 20, 30 feet. So Iggy's probably the closest now.
Yeah, it's 20 feet. Not it's not like I don't have the attack bonus to hurl it farther.
Yeah, that's true.
Just not quite sure the best plan of action here because I don't want to put myself in unnecessary danger.
Well, I mean, if you want us to back up, we can just back up.
That is true.
You could also just.
I'll shift into my bear form.
You have what?
I'll shift into my bear form. That's something I can do.
Yeah, you can. Bam.
Bam, it didn't. Oh, I got bigger. I was trying to figure out what you were doing.
What are you doing?
I'll just move into the front for now because I don't want to advance too far forward and then get myself killed.
Yeah.
I've learned not to do that.
Fair enough. Yeah, you have. All right, Alex, what's up?
Well, we have a man down and a door we can't get through. Great. I'd like to take 20 on a knowledge check to get through the door. I don't know what would be the appropriate knowledge check, but
I'm pretty liberal with knowledge checks as far as making what work for however the player wants to, but I am going to ask you to roll because, if you nat 20, something good will happen. If you nat 1, something bad will happen.
I'm using my Skald magic thing.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So I take 20 on it, whatever it is.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
I want to get through the door.
Okay, I mean,
Basically.
which check is what I'm asking.
I guess planes. That's what we're in.
Okay. What is the result?
It's a 35.
The result's a 35. Okay. Again, you're in a demi-plane. You know things are going to be super topsy-turvy. You don't know exactly how the laws of nature and physics are going to work here, and something just hit Vargas, I think his name is, in the eye. That's again about the size of your fingernail, and it pretty much blew him away. As far as how to get through the door, I'm gonna say again, he said he was gonna knock, but he didn't get to the door. He got to the drawbridge thing, kind of drawbridge, kind of like rope bridge, and that's when it hit him. So as far as getting through the door, you need more information. You're not entirely sure.
We need to get to the door first.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a standard action, I think so. That's
Okay.
basically his turn. He'll play some soothing music for Vargas as he's recovering.
Well, I'm up now. It's just I'm at 85 hit points, and considering that's 460 is my normal, it's not the best day for me.
Not the best.
I'm probably
day.
laying on the back of that crocodile right now.
He's
just
playing
chilling.
Children of the Grave.
What you got? What you got, Colin?
So, does this happen to be a moonlit area, sort of like in this picture here?
Let's let the percentage dice decide. Yeah, sure.
Cool. So, in the moonlight, I can use true seeing on a specific object or area that's 10 foot by 10 foot as long as the moon is shining on it. So I am going to look from a distance at that bridge in the moonlight with the true seeing, see what I see.
Okay. So at the very beginning of the bridge, I had said that Adam's character had stepped on a twig. I don't know exactly, like, true seeing defeats invisibility, it defeats illusions, right?
Placement,
It defeats
illusion.
any form of magical concealment or displacement.
Okay, fair enough. In that case, true seeing would reveal nothing.
Okay. Darn.
Which, like, that's not necessarily a bad thing. You get to just, like, you're not looking at an illusion, you're not looking at invisible anythings.
Yeah, true.
That tells us that if we're not seeing something, it's not magical.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to do?
You know, I do not think so.
All right. Feel like trying again, Adam?
Oh, I should probably heal him too.
That would be nice. If you want to heal, I will need a roll concentration if you want to heal, Colin.
Huh?
If you want to heal, I need a concentration check, which is D20 plus caster level plus your charisma. You're an oracle.
Stat modifier.
46.
All right, that's great. Again, you begin to cast what you're casting, and like you can feel the positive energy kind of just drawn up into the sky, but you're able to like control it, keep it together, and heal Vargas.
All right. Now I got to roll for healies.
Yes, you do.
Because I'm getting pop-ups. All right, you can move on. I'll roll the.
Okay, gotcha.
Figure out what it is.
Then it's on you, Adam.
I'm not going anywhere until I'm closer to max hit points, because that was not good.
Our initiatives keep
I
going
just
up.
have my face smashed in. So I break things, okay? Papa knows I break things. I destroy things. That is what I do.
Now he was a very
not-
energetic child.
What is all this reminiscing? I am.
That's not reminiscing. I'm just
30-something
saying.
years old.
That's where it comes from. Ever since you were very little, you're always very rambunctious, you know, with the giant swords and the dodging and the not dodging very good. And
I don't dodge. I take the hits. Forget the dodging. Dodging is for wimps.
that's,
He said with a bleeding pupil.
yeah, I was gonna say, that's just coming from the guy with a shot of tree in his eyeball.
And it didn't straight out kill me, did it? That
But-
huge thing shot me in the face, and I didn't
Not this
straight out
time.
die.
But you're like, it's the toughest thing I know. You're basically made of steel.
Straight am. That's right. Thank you for the healing, so I much appreciate it.
Yeah, Colin, did you figure out how much your healing was?
Yeah, I got to roll 48 plus 40.
Jeez. Jeez.
If we ever get in, we should be able to stay up a little while.
I don't know, not after this door that did 500 points of damage.
Yeah.
You
If the
know,
door is any indication,
53
no one's going to
hit
stand
points.
up. How much?
Right there in the chat, 53.
53.
Okay, gotcha.
So what you got, Adam? Anything you want to do?
No, I'm staying away from the door until it's open.
all right.
All right, Mal, you
Or
got
they
it.
tell
What
me
you want to
to
do?
open it.
Big Jack is going to go through his compendium of sort of knowledge, bumping into traps, getting himself into trouble. He's going to think and try to figure out with the knowledge arcana if this is a sort of trap that would have been expended by this use, meaning that we can walk by, if, you know, there might be another one directly thereafter, or, you know, how this setup might work. Well,
Alrighty.
I'm assuming, well, he's assuming that it's a magical trap. Because it seems like this whole place is magical, and I dropped my D20, and it's gone forever. It's gone forever. Oh no. Okay, I got it. And that is going to be a modified 37.
Okay. Yeah, you get the feeling that that's exactly what it was. It was a magical trap that was set off. As far as whether or not it has reset, you you can see the broken twig sitting at the base of the bridge, and you get the feeling that it hasn't reset, and that was the trigger. As far as if there are more, as far as if there are worse, anything like that, you assume probably, but you're not like. It doesn't seem like that trap triggers other traps so much as it was just kind of like you step on a twig and a thorn hits your eye kind of thing. Just a single shot.
I'm going to make use of my dragon rot nature at least, and see if I can get a flap going so I can get at least maybe 10 feet off the ground. I'm going to fly over the bridge as opposed to walking across it.
Okay. Nothing stops you from doing so.
Okay, good. So I guess he'll go and he won't even land yet. He'll just go to the other side of the bridge and watch for you guys.
Okay. So everybody sees the little kobold take off and fly across the bridge, and nothing untoward happens to him. Kane, what's up?
All right, that'll be another concentration check.
Yes, it will.
Ta-da. 20. My character sheet, super quick, is 6. 26 plus 15 is 41.
41. What is the level of the spell you're casting?
Well, it's from a wand. It's 4th level.
4th level? Okay, yeah, that passes. You're fine.
So that'll be another 39.
Okay.
Points of healing. And then I will also proceed towards the door. Well, actually, no. I'm gonna help my son to his feet and then walk towards the door with him.
Okay.
With
Nothing.
my initiative of 78.
Your initiative. Vroom. Yeah, nothing stops you guys from going there. Nothing like triggers when you hit the bridge. It kind of like wobbles in the wind a little more than it should, given how sturdy it looks. But there's nothing stopping you two from crossing over into there. Did you have anything else you wanted to do?
That was going to be the healing and the walking, and if we're going to examine the door, if Jakoben has been like, yeah, no, that was a one-off kind of deal.
Mm.
Then, seems like it.
I will examine the door with disable device.
Alrighty, go for it.
29, I think.
Okay. The door does not appear to be trapped.
Now it doesn't appear to be trapped.
I just
went up to knock the door. Not even I guess he just doesn't want visitors.
Yeah, it doesn't help that I'm also the only one here with disable device.
Right. So the door, again, it doesn't appear trapped. It looks kind of weird because you're standing what would be kind of like a treant's knee, I guess, more or less like a gigantic treant's knee, and then here's a door carved out of it. It's just kind of in stark contrast to everything else. It kind of just looks like a door to any other building.
Oh, the avatar of metal is doing something.
Is there anything else you want to do, Kane?
No, I'm good.
Alrighty, Sarah, what's up?
I guess I'm heading for the door.
All right, nothing stops you from doing so.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's booby trapped anymore. Pretty sure it's
Looks
clean.
like we got everything.
Yeah, you're welcome, he says, rubbing his face.
Well, yes. No, I'm very proud of you, of course, as always.
Oh, shut up, Dad. Papa. I know you just patronize me. I appreciate it, yeah. Walk up in front of things. Yeah, it pushes you.
That's it. Yeah, man. I did my job for many years as the walk front and get shot in the face guy.
So what you want to do, Sarah?
I don't have thumbs.
You don't have thumbs.
I can't open the door, so
You can work a latch.
You guys gotta do it. I don't got thumbs.
Shifter claws doesn't come with the thumb part.
angrily at the door.
I mean, there's other things you can do to a door.
I can open the door.
I don't know if I want to open the door or not. I can shift back and do it, or I can like nudge it with my nose. Oh my gosh!
It's your call.
Lead with your face, your arm. Those are your
I'm
options.
nervous. I don't.
The struggles.
Should I take one for the team and open the door?
Well, somebody else almost got their face blown off.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, ah.
You should definitely do that.
All right.
Okay.
Taking one for the team. I'm gonna go open the door
How?
with my paw.
You just kind of like, right. I need to know if you're unshifting. I need to know.
I'll just try and get it. See if I can get it with my paw or my nose or something.
Okay, so you put your paw to the door, and now I'm just hearing Vargas put his paw to the door. Anyway, you put your paw to the door, and it kind of like this opens up.
Like the Shining style.
More or less, yeah. You can't see anything inside. It's even with the dark vision your race has, which I imagine you keep when you shift because it doesn't say lose it. I could be wrong. We're going to say every dark vision. You can't see anything through it. It seems like, I mean, you know what supernatural blackness is. You've been through this again and again and again.
Kova's like, not again.
Is there anything else you want to do?
I'll probably wait till everybody else is ready.
All right.
I don't want to just charge in there, get myself killed.
Then I'm going to say, does anybody else want to do anything on this map outside of the Witch Bowl before we move in?
I will drink an extract of echolocation.
Okay.
And heal my son again, and that's probably going to be me. I will sort of lead in with Vargas.
All right. So go ahead and give me that concentration check if you would.
26, 38.
Okay. Yeah, it succeeds.
Vargas will pull down his backpack, flip open the lid, and inside there's a snoozing halfling with a very, very long beard. It's really, really old. He says, hey, wake up. I need you awake.
Is that Vince?
No, probably not. No, I don't think Vince would have taken cleric levels.
But you never know. Maybe he had a come to Phrasma moment.
So, hey, Stuart.
7.
Stuart,
11,
wake up.
15.
This really, really old halfling kind of pops his head up. Oh!
35 more hit points, Adam.
35?
Yep.
Oh, I need you awake. We're going into a battle. Oh, battle! Wake me up when it's over. No, I need you awake so that you can heal me. It's your job. Stuart, don't fall asleep. Stuart!
Don't slap him. Again. Last time you slapped him, he was unconscious for 3 days.
Well, I know. I'm not going to slap him. I can't do that. But, I poked him. You woke up. Stay awake, Stuart. You said you wanted to see the world in your old age, and this is what's happening. You're missing everything asleep. Stay awake.
Is that old man magic sleep?
He's not my slave. I offered him an opportunity to see the world in his old age.
No, not slave. I said old man magic sleep.
Oh.
Very different.
How to make it uncomfortable.
When I came home with your mother and I had used up all my magic and I slept for like a week and a half, it's like that.
Oh, but he hasn't done that yet. He hasn't even casted anything on me today. We were just sitting there.
He's lived a full life. He's used so much magic.
Oh, That's
when
your excuse for every afternoon nap that you take now. Every afternoon nap you take, it's like, oh, it's a magic sleep. I'm so tired.
That's not my. I look like I'm in my 30s. I'm actually like 78. Okay, that's not fair.
I'm gonna flap my way on after the bear. So,
okay. Does anybody else have anything else they want to do, like mechanically speaking, out here?
Mechanically, no.
Okay. So as father and son are bickering, we will slide on over here. Everybody make another perception check.
Oh shit, son.
I think that's huge. Yeah. I don't know whose size categories have increased other than Sarah's and the crocodile.
It's huge and long, so it's a long size category.
I see. We can be a 3x3. We get the idea.
I am always large.
So 10 foot wide, 15 foot long.
Got it.
So we're a pretty big gang.
There's 7 of us.
I'm small for now.
That's a little too long. Alrighty. Until you turn into a huge dragon and I have to... Yeah, if you would.
Just to break the map a little more, I'll just grow.
Ah!
Just kidding. That actually did break the map. No! My precious one-shot!
Oh, baby.
Did somebody crit?
Yeah.
Alright. The crits are strong with these ones. Alright, so let me make sure I didn't... Okay. Is that everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, I think we had everybody. Okay, so you guys, as you enter the Witch Bowl, the doors slam shut behind you. As they do so, a lattice of thorns and vines and various, natural bric-a-brac that's all gross and rotting and covered in like fungi and stuff begin to like wrap their way not just around the door but around like all the walls around you. As they do so, you guys see, by and large, they're pretty much elves, but and this is where I'm going to be terrible because I don't know a whole lot of character backstories, but like Kova would see her boyfriend, Iggy and Vargas would probably see like maybe not so much Barbados, but like maybe Vargas's mom, maybe like everybody probably sees their parents in some way because that's how character backstories go. They begin to like manifest out of these vines to form it sort of looks like kind of like you've walked into a throne room and these guys might be like the nobles in court, except for the fact that like the elves, like one of them might have like a wolf head, like an actual wolf head growing out of his like plant chest, or somebody might have like bird beaks for fingers, like fox head rotating, Forsworn Briarheart style, like open where his heart should be, that kind of thing.
Oh, fun.
Colin crit. I'm going. Two things happen to you guys here. I'm not sure which one the party becomes immune to. Okay, so I'll say the one that's not gonna happen as much as what happens. Okay, so everybody begins to get obviously a little freaked out by it, but the presence of St. Clement pulls you guys together, and everybody quickly realizes that this isn't an illusion. It's real, but it's like something that's been sculpted specifically to like screw with your mind, and it's not actually like Kova's boyfriend, somebody's mom, that kind of thing. However, I will need a fortitude save from everybody.
Well, this is unnervingly refreshing.
It's so nice to be able to open up stuff and not worry if OBS is going to pick it up.
Mm-hmm. Never had that feeling.
Yeah. All right, so Malcolm fails, Luna fails. I think the only one who passed was the Avatar of Metal. 2, 3, 4.
I'm still getting mine.
Okay, fair enough.
41.
All right, so it is a fortitude save. Okay, so I stand corrected. Sarah passes, Vargas passes, the Avatar of Metal passes, everyone else fails. And as you guys walk in, let me see exactly who failed. Let me look at some tokens here. Let's make it a little better than just, haha, this happens. We'll say, like, St. Clement looks over at Ignatious and he sees Ignatious's beard begin to like, before your very eyes, turn into like leaves and grass, and maybe like where it contacts the skin here it becomes bark. For the kobold, it's probably just scales become bark. The saint, and probably the crocodile too, the crocodile hell, yeah. And Luna, they both begin to like sprout mushrooms from their skin, and like the skin over their muscles kind of turns like white and flabby and begins to feel not unlike the consistency of like a wild mushroom. Mechanically speaking,
does this count as petrification, poison?
It is not.
A spell with the evil descriptor?
It might have the evil descriptor. Hang on. It's a spell from Horror Adventures. So.
You're all going vegan.
And does it count as...
No, that's a fate worse than death.
Ability drain, death effect, disease, energy drain, paralysis, poison.
Hang on a second. It's ability drain for sure.
Okay.
Actually, it's ability damage, not ability drain. Excuse me.
Ah.
Does that affect anything that happens?
Let me see. So it's not ability drain. It's not a death effect. Is it disease?
It is not. It's ability damage.
Not energy drain either.
Not energy drain.
Not paralysis, not poison, not petrification.
Right. So if you can't do anything about it,
nope.
Everybody who failed takes that much to all 3 of their physical ability scores.
All right.
That's not me, right?
Not you, no, you passed. You just barely passed.
All right.
Anyway, as this happens, all the elves and all the like people from your pasts and various like I said, there might be an elf that has like little bird beaks here, like he holds his hands out and they begin to like chortle and chirp in a really distorted backwardsy kind of sound. But the general consensus here is everybody around you finds this absolutely hilarious. And it's around this time, I'll just draw it on the token layer. Yeah, you guys know what I'm referencing, I'm sure. And if I had a little more time, I was going to make a a soundtrack for this, but I'm gonna say that I lost roll 20. There we go. At
I mean,
like
do you
90
have a
degree,
song in mind?
the Lost Woods theme in harmonic minor at half speed.
Doom, 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 doom.
Well, this is
It's probably not exactly. I'm not gonna draw them. It's fine. You guys are good at theater of the mind. Imagine, like they're kind of doors, kind of like gigantic logs that seem to just fall over out of nowhere and open up at 90-degree angles. Like if here's the wall you came in, it's like all the way across here, and then on the left and right sides at like perfect 90-degree angles from each other. Did I kill the initiative board? Come back to me, initiative board. We will restart the initiative, and that means it is Kane's turn.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say, is that because you killed it?
No.
Oh, my initiative of 102. What's happening?
I have no fucking clue, man.
So we're inside now?
Yeah, you guys are inside. It's the same map because this is very spur of the moment. I didn't have time to like make a dungeon, but the squares are the squares. They are accurate, and what you guys see is the room.
Am I like so? I'm all fucked up on plant juice right now. Like
That is a wonderful way to say that. Yeah.
I guess I keep going.
Okay. Like I said, there are 3 doors. I'll try to mark them, but whenever I try to mark them, it takes off the dynamic lighting I'm using to separate rooms. Freehand. Like right here, and right here, and right here. They kind of look like doors, kind of look like I said, like tree logs, like logs had fallen down and like opened up. They kind of pulsate a little too, I'll say, kind of like almost as if you'd like crawled inside a living thing.
That yeah, okay. But just it's not poison, so I guess I'm dealing with this now. What's behind door number 1?
Do you want to just walk in
here? Yeah, let's. You know what? The last time we just walked up to a door and shot someone in the face.
Fair enough. Okay.
You know, but I'm having a good time. Everything's hilarious. Why would I check a door?
Everything is hilarious. Okay, roll a d8 for me.
That'd be an 8.
That would be an 8. Okay, so you move into the room, and as you do so, the log kind of like a membrane closes behind you, and gravity shifts this way in such a way like it kind of feels like you're being swallowed whole.
Oh shit.
Like the thing kind of like pulses and you move down. Time kind of like stretches out funky, not like in any weird like you're in there for 100 years haha kind of way, but like you lose track of time as you move through, and then you end up back here. All of the elves and other humanoids that are stuck in that wall find this absolutely hilarious and begin laughing / making bird calls. Maybe like the wolf in someone's chest kind of like barks a little bit.
Jack also finds this hilarious.
Rough.
I'm pretty sure everyone finds it. Even when I'm inside a building, things swallow me.
It's your fate, dude.
You're a tasty guy.
Do it to someone else, maybe.
The tentacle monsters in my universe are plant-based. Did you want to try to do anything else, Kane?
I don't know what else to do. I heal my son again.
All right, that will require a concentration check.
Oh.
Papa, what is so funny?
That's
These
a
things look
33.
Well. They don't look worse than we've seen in hell, but this isn't hell.
It passes, Kane.
I don't know. There's just something about it that's it tickles my fancy.
You weren't drinking before we came, were you?
No more than usual.
It tickles his fancy
You did not
because
dip
he's not.
into Johnson's.
It tickles
You
his
did not
fancy.
dip into
because he's not
Johnson's
used to
brew,
that.
did you?
18, 26, 46 points of health, Adam.
I told you, just because you are immune to poisons doesn't mean you can go drinking Johnson's brew in the middle of the day.
Well, you know what? I feel like that's exactly what it means.
What you got, Sarah? What do you want to do?
Well, Kova has constant check magic. Let's talk about that.
Okay, that will require a will save.
Oh, I should know.
There's so much magic here, it burns your eyeballs out.
Pretty much.
No.
Permanently blinded.
What?
No. I did think about bringing Barbados in as the big bad, just because I knew what was going on. Just haha, now you fight him. Okay, so you turn on the tech magic and begin to like reach out with your mind, and as you do so, it feels like the whole place kind of like reaches back out at you. You're able to turn it off before there's any like terrible, horrible, bad effects, but you get the feeling that doing something like that again, it's kind of like opening the door when there's like 25 feet of snow on the other side of the door. The snow's gonna fall in. That kind of
I
thing.
should have known.
The court finds it absolutely hilarious. Your boyfriend pulls out his harp, which appears to be made of combination his own organs / vines, and begins to strum it. It's very, again, it kind of sounds a little backwards, like the sound is distorted as it comes out, but other than that, it is quite pretty for what it is.
Okay. Shouldn't have done that. I knew. Should have known. Oh well. Well, guys, what do you think?
Says the bear, who can't talk.
Arr.
I mean, you can look at people questioningly. You can.
Okay.
I don't know. This whole place seems like nonsense garbage, says the alchemist in Sylvan.
Well, okay.
Papa, you know I cannot understand you when you talk like that.
Well, that's
The
because
court-
I'm not talking to you.
The court can understand you, and they continue to just find it the most hilarious thing they've heard.
So, do all of us also find this hilarious, or no?
Do you? Yeah, it's up to you, man.
Okay, I thought it was like a magical effect where we thought it was all funny or whatever.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that was also what I thought. I failed to save, and I was kind of.
Yeah, no, Jack's just laughing
Yeah.
because he's a dick.
Yeah. What you got, Sarah?
I'm
Well,
not
this
sure what I've
potion.
got.
Do you want to pass?
For now, yeah. It's probably for the best.
All right, Alex, what you got?
He's gonna go up in the center here. He's just gonna he's gonna make a little tune and see the reaction of the court.
Okay. Some of them begin. Well, I don't know why I'm flavor texting. I haven't rolled my percentage dice yet. Okay, some of them begin like clapping along in time. Some of them, like I said, there's a obviously elf male sitting on the back of it. Kind of looks like a unicorn. Kind of looks like a topiary blood mess, I guess. Strumming along this harp in time. There are people again who like these fingertips on one hand might be like little like songbirds, and they open them up and they begin to like Snow White in time with you, I guess, for lack of a better way to describe that. They seem to be just perfectly fine with it, if not just like totally jovial about it.
Always a crowd pleaser.
Oh yeah.
You gotta play a rock ballad so righteous that the weird topiary Nooklevi over there explodes.
Is there anything else you want to do, Alex?
No. It's just jamming out with freaks.
Fair enough. Alright, Colin, what you got for me?
Okay, Clement finds this all of this thing rather disturbing. He's not really sure what to do because some of the party seems to be enjoying it, but first things first, he is going to restoration himself.
Okay. That will require a concentration check.
Yes.
I think something else too. Hang on. Go ahead and roll it. I'm not gonna stop you from rolling it, but
Okay.
okay. I believe that passes. I'm just trying to find. Okay, yeah, that passes. You're able to restore yourself. It's not easy. You kind of feel, in addition to the positive energy, like floating its way up to the ceiling and simultaneously floating in the direction of the three doors. It also kind of feels like you hold your hand out over yourself like this to try to like unmushroom yourself, and the mushroom skin that your like arm has become begins to like come up and contact your fingers as if it's trying to spread. But you are able to take care of it.
Cool.
So you can go ahead and roll whatever restoration rolls.
Restoration says it dispels ability damage. It doesn't.
Does it
say
complete the
actual
spell?
damage.
Okay, alright, you're good then.
Temporary ability damage, not ability drain though.
Okay, I see. Let me take a look at it real quick.
It says all temporary ability damage, and if there's one that was permanently drained ability, it restores that, but only that ability.
Okay, then you would need to choose one of the three because this is permanent ability drain.
Oh, this is
Thank you,
permanent
Mal.
ability drain. If that's the case,
Yeah.
I get I get a saving throw against.
Well, not permanent ability. It's permanent ability damage. Excuse me. This is the first time I've seen this spell.
There's a difference between I thought.
Yeah, because ability damage heals over time. Drain does not.
Mm-hmm.
If it's damage, it'd be healed. If it's drain, then ignore.
Oh, okay, fine. It's good then.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Was it damage or drain?
It was damage.
So it's not permanent.
It's. Hang on a second. Now you've got me questioning everything. I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna have Colin make a knowledge check.
Okay.
Arcana or religion, your call.
Alright. Should I press the wrong one? I have all Xandu's buttons down here too. So I keep pushing those by default.
36. Yeah, that's more than good enough. You've never seen this before, and you've never seen it happen without somebody reaching out and touching you, but you're sure this is the spell Green Caress, which over the course of about a week turns anybody who doesn't survive, like, imagine, it's not a disease, but imagine like a disease working through your body. Over the course of about a week, turns you into a non-sentient plant. Now that I'm sitting here reading it, the second paragraph does read, it can't recover this ability damage as long as the spell lasts, and the spell still lasts. You guys are going to have to deal with it for about a week. So
let's go home, come back in a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try it again. Hey, you're fine. Nothing happened to you.
So, let's succeed. Okay. Gotcha. So, doesn't cure anything.
Yeah, it just kind of wastes the spell. It's still like it tries to spread when it, like, somebody tries to heal it, but it does not cure at all when you cast Restoration on it.
Gotcha.
Is there anything else you wanted to do?
I don't think there's anything else I can do this round.
Okay.
But that's about it.
All right, Adam, what you got?
Oh, Baba. Everything's in backwards. He looks at the doors. It's like, well, they already went through one door and it just spat him out another, right?
Yeah, that one right here.
And it spat him out over here.
Well, it spat him out here, where his token is.
Yeah, it put me back valve on us.
So everything's backwards. So why not go through the door backwards? And that's what he'll try.
All right, roll a d8 for me.
D8. 6.
6, alrighty. Make a perception check.
Ooh, nat 20. So that's a 45.
Do you want to go back to the room that you were just in?
Can I make
You
a
have to-
decision after I know what that is?
Nope, you have to answer right now.
Do I think they can hear me if I yell? Well, do I see the door behind me?
You don't. It's the same kind of thing happens like I described to Kane. You go in and gravity shifts this way, and it feels like you're being swallowed by, like, massive plant monster, essentially. You're deposited right in the square. You kind of, like, fall down and then, like, float a little to land softly there. And then you don't, like, you look up and you see just kind of like a beautiful skyline, more or less. You don't see anything, like, that would even remotely resemble a door.
Okay.
But that's all I'll give you.
back.
If you want to go back, you can go back, because you're nat 20.
So yeah, I'll say I go back.
All right. Boom. Nothing fun happens.
Oh.
I run you into the wall.
Okay, Papa. We go through them backwards.
Vargas is,
It took me someplace else.
Vargas is deposited right there, and the court again just finds it hilarious.
Oh yes, ha 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 ha. We go through them backwards.
Do you have anything else you want to do, Adam?
No, I would inform everybody that going through that backwards took me someplace else and did not spit me back in this room. So
Gotcha.
that would be the place to go. That place
All
to
right,
go.
now what you got?
But it's back, you're back here. So
Well, he's gonna walk up to one of the wall court lovely folks who's all planted up. Like, probably the most humanoid looking one. So if there's a rather, like one who looks like he was quite clearly an elf with as few bodily modifications going on as possible. And he's gonna say, hey, you speak common? Can you
He
talk?
does.
Are you sentient? He
He
does?
nods. As he nods, you can see, like, he puts his head down like this, and I'm not trying to make a Gug reference, I know we're talking about him, but his head opens up Venus flytrap style here, and in a weird, like, awkward, it kind of sounds backwards, but you're able to understand what he...
Okay. Gross, but, no disrespect. I know you're in a situation here. Which door would you recommend? He kind of looks at each three of them and he goes, which is the right door, to your knowledge?
To their knowledge? Everybody just kind of finds it funny when you say this.
They'll just laugh at me.
Yeah. It's kind of like you guys get the feeling, make a sense motive check. We'll see what kind of feeling you actually do get,
Okay.
Mr. I have bad wisdom.
Yeah, no. If only it was diplomacy. That's a
Yeah.
big dirty 5.
Big diff. Okay, so it's just everybody just finds this really hilarious. You're not sure why, but it's
Laughing
just
at me
like
Ox Harrington.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's probably pretty
This guy's
accurate.
deal. All right, I get the feeling that we should either try the far wall door or that none of these doors will work and that they're all messing with us. No. Ignatius, any ideas?
Vargas would suggest that if everybody should go through the door backwards at the same time to increase the chance of everybody getting through together. Because if they go to separate places, that might not be.
What about we all hold each other and go through like a reverse conga?
That makes as much sense as anything else has happened.
I
better
can
be
take a
playing-
conga line.
With a fucking
Little
giant
conga.
celestial, with a giant celestial crocodile and a little lizard guy and an intelligent bear.
Dun, 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 dun,
I guess we could all ride the crocodile through.
That poor crocodile.
It's huge.
Sarah's large. You might be able to. 2 larges, 3 mediums. I sound like I'm at work. 2 larges, 3 mediums, and a small. Yeah, it'd be uncomfortable for the alligator, crocodile, whatever it is. But you probably could. Did you have anything else you want to do, Mal?
No, he's gonna look over to Ignatius and give kind of like a doubtful. I don't want to pick one at random and be turned into liquid.
Yeah, that's shit.
So what you got, King? It is on you.
I call for portion of true sight.
Okay. Everything appears as it is. Nothing is illusory. I'm not sure how True Sight works with haunts. I imagine it's still a thing. It has manifested itself. It's not like an illusion. You see it for what it is. Yeah, the potion of true seeing probably doesn't give you any extra information. There's nothing invisible hiding from you.
Yeah. Okay, let's go through a door backwards.
At the same time.
Yep, everybody together.
All right.
All right.
We're not making any goddamn progress here because this is weird kooky bullshit.
Which door? This door? Try this door.
Conga line it
Alright.
is.
All right, everybody get in together. We're gonna, I guess, Jack is going in first because he got there first.
The Skald is at the front of the conga line, so he's the last through the door because we need someone to play us through.
All right, sure. Why don't you guys give me a marching order?
I don't think the Oread is supposed to be that big.
He's large.
You're large?
Yeah, I'm large.
He's got that permanent Mars person going on.
Yep.
Oh.
Because he likes
Forever,
to-
forever big guy.
Yep.
Do you want the bear in the front or the back?
I
What'd you call
wanna
me?
be forever large.
Waiting on the crocodile, waiting on the
The
orc.
delay really synced up there. Alex and I went at the same time.
Yeah.
And I guess Clement's gonna be on top of the crocodile there.
All right. So the court finds this
How come you get
absolutely
to ride the
hilarious because this is croc.
No one else gets to ride the croc.
No.
Well, I mean, I'm not trying to ride the Skald as a bear either. Sometimes you just have to accept that you can't ride things.
We'll start with Mal and we'll go in conga order. In reverse conga. What the fuck am I doing? Mal, roll a d8.
Roll a which?
A d8.
Roll a D8.
This many.
Welcome to the Inner Planar Crossroads. Doing reverse conga lines.
All right. You got a 6. We will resolve everything after everyone rolls. Ignatius, d8, please.
4. You hear
4?
the heavy bass riff go. Brum, bum, 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 bum.
All right. So I'm gonna put you over here for now. Ignatious Jr., also known as Vargas.
I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1. I think a 1 was pretty good. I don't remember what a 1 was. I lost my Google Doc that I did on vacation. Okay, so you probably end up here. Sarah, D8 please. Sarah rolls a 5. Okay, Sarah goes here, and then we'll just, I guess, go ahead and just Colin and Alex, go ahead and roll your D8s too, if you would. Well done. Okay, so we're gonna, this is awkward. What's the, Colin re-roll twice.
Re-roll twice?
2
Or
times.
So you want me to
Roll a D8 2 more additional times.
2 additional times? Got it.
It's 2 additional D8s, yeah. None of those are that far. Well, we'll put you over there with Vargas. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so we're gonna do this in initiative, or this is why I took initiative. So we're gonna start with Kane, which means I have to grab something. This all happens. It's really awkward because this is initiative order. This is not conga line order. So I'm gonna say the order of things real wrong here as we do this. But when Ignatious gets to the door, it begins to like close, and as it does so, a couple of tendrils whip out at you.
Dun 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 dun. Fuck! Dun, dun, dun.
Does that hit your flat?
My flat-footed AC?
Yeah.
I would think so.
I mean, if I were transformed, no. But as it stands, yes.
All right. And then let me find the other attack roll here. Man, I got this is gonna be all night in my head. Just do. How's about this one?
Well, that's higher than the first one, so no, that
Yes.
doesn't hit.
Oh, okay. Good to know you have a weird, wonky, strange armor class.
Yeah, I'm using Thaco.
Go Thaco yourself. Thank you very much.
Hey now. So you take that much damage from one of the tentacles. The other one, I gotta scroll down to grab it.
Ow!
Ow, indeed. The second one does this, and I think you are immune. You're probably immune. You said you're immune to poison.
I am.
Okay, so the second tentacle is covered in like a viscous greenish yellowy thing as it like rakes across your chest. You're not afraid of it because you're immune to poison, but it does not feel the best for sure. Sarah, you go through the conga line, you da, and then you end up back here. I'm gonna go ahead and say so too does Alex, and the court finds all of this up to and including the gashes across Ignatius's chest just hilarious.
So I'm back in the room?
You're back in the room. I'll drag you back here now. I just moved the token for my own organization. Nothing happens for Alex. Alex is dropped back there. It's hilarious.
Conga line
Adam-
failed us.
The conga line has failed you. Adam and Colin. Let me grab the stats for this thing. Where'd you go? I've lost you. You guys move into a room. We'll make a perception check.
You put him in the black abyss.
I put them in the black abyss. They can see. They have line of sight.
That's pretty good.
This crap is random.
All right. Adam,
That could have been better.
it could have been worse.
I got a 32. No. 42.
42. Okay, so you guys are deposited into this really like gross looking yellow room. The ground, the walls, the ceiling are all covered with like gross viscous yellow mushrooms, and as you move in, all of them as one explode in a like big old spore cloud essentially that just like covers the room. You guys quickly lose line of sight as you begin like breathing in these spores that just rapidly cover the whole place. Make a fort save for Colin.
Yeah.
38.
38. I think a 38's good. A 25 I'm not so sure about. I imagine the 25 does fail.
The 26 for Luna, or 36 for Luna.
Gotcha. Okay, that passes. Okay, so are you immune to poison, or do you just get a bonus for it?
I have to double check. It's weird. I think it's like I get to re-roll or something.
Okay, I think it's just a plus
Against
2
paralysis, petrification, poison.
from being an Aasimar. If that's the case,
but
then that's all it
I
is.
that for my Oracle bloodline as well.
I see.
Or
Well,
Oracles.
you figure it out. For now, you take 1 point of Constitution damage. We're gonna bump over to Mal.
Does it only affect
Huh?
humanoids?
It affects anybody who is in the like area.
Okay, then +2 on paralysis, petrification, poison, and
Oh yeah, it's written right there, isn't
the
it?
evil descriptor, and on Constitution checks to stabilize. Then once per day is an immediate action. Whenever I fail a saving throw against an ability drain, a death effect, disease, energy drain, paralysis, or poison, I may attempt again with +4 circumstance bonus. I have to take the second result. I can use that up to 3 times per day at my level.
I see. Okay, you're welcome to do that if you want to. Whether or not you do, though, Mal, make a perception check.
You got it. Let's see what we are working with here. I got a modified 16.
Okay, so before you stands the most beautiful tree you've ever seen in your entire life. It kind of looks like a gigantic, like, cherry or man bloom, except for the fact that like it reaches up like hundreds of feet.
There we go.
Duly noted, Colin, you're fine. You crit, so you can remove the damage from the green caress too.
Cool.
The tree, you can smell off it now the most like intensely pleasant of auras you've ever smelled off of anything, just like wafting in your direction. And make a will save.
He was gonna
I'm so
say,
glad the guy with low wisdom here.
How did we miss you? That is going to be modified 30.
Okay, that does pass. The stuff begins to like float towards you, and you suddenly everything gets kind of trippy. I guess it's ironic that the guy who hung out with the weed dragon gets this one, but everything gets super trippy. Everything that like you can see low-hanging fruit off this tree. You get an irresistible urge to run up and start like eating from this tree, and just kind of like veg out and relax, lean up against the trunk of the tree, and just hang out here forever and ever and ever. But you shake it off.
Yeah, that's not a normal tree.
It is definitely not a normal tree. We'll start initiative over with.
Yep.
Now that I've done explaining like everything that happened to everybody, I'll put it on Kane's initiative.
This is and my fucking son is gone again. Every time we go through a bloody door, my son disappears and/or is shot in the face.
And/or is shot in the face.
And/or is shot in the face. We'll follow this link
Kane,
that Alex
slip.
posted.
You're
No.
gonna slip into
versus
Irish
Tenacious
if you're not
D.
careful, Kane.
That's not Irish.
There was
Who is
I'm catching
this
tinges.
It's a 6 on a D8.
A 6 on the D8. All right, make a will save.
Yes. I'm gonna start mutating as I go through this door because I'm pissed.
All right. Roll that will save. You see what I described to Mal?
A will save, you say?
Yes, please.
A will save, you say?
A will save?
A will save?
That'd be a 36.
That does pass. Same thing happens to you. The tree smells wonderful. You want to eat the low-hanging fruit. Now I can't not see Tenacious D, but you want to eat the low-hanging fruit, but you shake it off. You
Put it in my mouth.
Looks delicious, right?
Did you say you eat it? Is that what I heard? You want to eat the fruit?
No, I don't eat it. I just put it in my mouth.
We both want to eat it, but neither of us are going to eat it. Let's go back in the weird hole.
The weird hole no longer exists. You guys kind of I'm using a lot of Legend of Zelda references today, not on purpose, but it's kind of like at the end of Majora's Mask. If you've played that, there's a tree on a hill and a beautiful open skyline and nothing else.
Been drowned.
And drowned.
I'm gonna say.
Is there anything else you want to do, Kane?
I ain't really the smart one.
Chop it down.
Hold on, I got it. There's something here in the notes.
We'll wait. Treerazer out. By
Something
rating.
unsuspected happens. Is there anything here that I can murder?
The kobold.
Oh, the tree.
You could probably attack the tree.
murder. There's a
Chop-
kobold, but
As an
that's not a
impartial
good idea.
GM, my answer is yes.
Does blind sight give me anything within 40 feet?
It is not.
Okay. I just have to double check because that echolocation is still going.
German echolocation. Strudel, strudel, strudel. Comes back.
Bratwurst. You fuck this tree.
Yeah.
Sorry. Fuck this tree.
Yeah. Now let's do it. If we chop down the tree, Treerazer's gonna be mad because he's the only one who's allowed to raise trees around here.
Who grows a tree inside another tree?
Maybe he is the tree.
That's ridiculous.
He raised the tree up, and now he lives in it.
There's a raising Kane joke in there somewhere, but
It lies within your own name.
yeah. That's...
Now I really want to see Ziggy and Jakobo play together more often.
Oh, you should see our Carl and Jakoben play together. It is.
I always thought you were some kind of dog elemental.
Literally never seen a knoll before.
Damn.
Nope,
Do you
I
have
got
anything else you want to do, Kane?
Yeah, I'm gonna make a full attack with all my bombs.
All right, sure, go for it.
Fuck this tree.
That sounded like Rick and Morty line.
Yeah.
Wubba lubba dub dub.
I'm just gonna stand over here.
That's a 30 to touch.
30 to touch, you touch.
And
Probably. Yeah, you touch.
37 to touch.
That touches. Yeah.
And a 28 to touch.
All three of those are great.
And a 25 to touch.
Yep.
That's 40d6 plus 20.
What kind of damage is it?
Fire.
Okay, got it. Go for it.
40d6.
Yes, sir. 40d6. I guess I'll just do that in the roll 20. Hold on.
Just blew up the tree of the wisdom of good and evil.
Begins just rolling that 1d6. Loses count at like 25. Shit.
Oh, start over.
All you need is one sweet,
Boom.
juicy match.
160 points of damage.
From 4 attacks?
Yes.
Okay, so the tree appears mostly unaffected. It
Fuck.
kind of shudders a little bit. It kind of like a little. Not. It doesn't make that noise. Whoa! It doesn't do that.
Why is the tree Hank Hill?
Why isn't the tree Hank Hill? Because we're running around with reverse conga lines and people are dying. Why not? Hank Hill the tree. No. I thought about bringing Barbados in and using Barbados Slim as the token, and it would have been fucking great. But for now, we're just gonna say the tree takes a little bit of damage, not a whole lot of much. Mostly doesn't seem to care. Sarah,
Damn it, I hate this place.
Magic
Sarah and
princess.
Alex. I need to make it a little bigger. I'll let Alex make this perception check. We're on initiative, but Alex make a perception check. Both of you roll twice and take the lower.
Or perception?
Yeah.
Okay. Fun times. Alright.
You're supposed to be
Both
20th
hit.
level. You're making us look foolish.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for. Okay, so as everybody disappears, the ground begins to shimmer, and a green saurian form appears right in front of you. And he does so, the court around him all just kind of like back into the walls. That was a gross noise, but it's probably appropriate. You begin to like size this thing up. As you do so, both of you begin to feel, for lack of a better way to say it, you begin to feel like a little unlucky. You begin to feel doubt kind of like creep in. And it doesn't throw you guys off by much, but it throws you guys off enough by a little bit that like you're able to tell that something doesn't feel quite right. Let me grab this guy here. Treerazer stands about 20 feet tall. And I will say before we start this that Sarah killed this thing by herself before I buffed it last night to test out the Shifer. But about 20 feet tall, this thing stands like, I guess it kind of looks like a velociraptor and a pteranodon and a dragon kind of did this and made a new thing. It wields a massive axe that drips acid onto the floor. The floor just in responses like little drops of acid.
Wait, so am I there for any of this? Because I'm right next to this Avatar of Metal dude, I think.
No, you went there.
No, part of the buffs for Sarah didn't include having the party in 4 separate rooms.
Give you guys, yeah, okay. So he's got above like a beak that is full of gross, like dragony, sharky teeth hanging down. He hefts his axe and looks at you guys, says nothing, begins to kind of just like the insulin pens are kind of axe shaped. Do this. Sarah, it is your initiative. It doesn't take a knowledge check to realize this is the Nation Demon Lord Treerazer. He's not saying anything at the moment. He's just kind of standing there.
Alright.
The keening of abyssal bush hatred. Ugh, that's what she said. The patron of plantain pain, the black-assed asshole himself, the sunshine of your life, Treerazer.
Wow,
Now
what
you
an
gotta
awesome
you gotta
day.
come around on Thursday nights because I'll give out a lot of hero points for the shit you're saying and doing because hey, it's hilarious. What you got, Sarah?
Alright, this guy's like clearly hostile.
really not doing anything at the moment.
All right.
The patron of plantain king.
Pain of wee tiny bananas.
Sense motive, I suppose.
Okay,
I need to roll twice to take low.
you do.
Shouldn't have said anything. Okay.
I'm glad you did. I forgot. Okay. He doesn't look like he wants to eviscerate you right this second.
Okay.
But like this guy is anathema to what a Shifer believes. There's definitely that little stanza in your class where like if you cease to revere nature, you lose your shit stuff. And this guy is anathema to nature. This guy, where he goes, he creates places like Tanglebriar. He people rolled really high knowledge checks, so I'll say you would have known this from the beginning that ago. Treerazer came to Kane from the Abyss when he was exiled from the Abyss by his like patron demon lord, essentially. And when he came here, he learned the elves have a thing called the Sovereign Stone, which allows them to like they come from a plane called Sovereign, and it fuels like Treerazer tried to turn this to his own to become a full demon lord to like go back triumphantly to the Abyss, that kind of thing. And there's a huge drawn out war that made Tanglebriar what it is. So your sense motive check, like again, he is anathema to everything you are, and he doesn't seem like he wants to attack you right this second.
Okay. All right. I suppose I'll start with like a diplomacy check to be like, "What do you want, sir?" Oh wait,
I'm not mocking you. You're a bear.
I got shit back first. Yeah.
That is I think it's a swift action. It's a swift or a standard, one or the other.
I thought it was a free action.
I forget.
I
Also-
like how you have to specify. I'm not belittling you. I'm just reminding you that you're literally a bear.
You are, yeah, he'd literally tear the shit out of me. 17 to 20 times 4 crit range. Sarah, you can go ahead and roll it. He can understand you. You know that from like high perception checks. He's a powerful, like people worship this guy and get spells in return.
All right, this is probably going to suck.
Roll twice and take the lower.
Cool. Ugh.
He does not respond.
That bad, huh?
You kind of like, you get the best you could have said. Man, that sounds terrible. You get the best you could have possibly said. And like, you lose your confidence and you end up sounding like Mal, basically. Yeah.
Something like what?
Like what Mal just did.
Oh, okay. They said mouth.
I did
I'm
that.
like, who the hell is
Well,
that?
thank you, Adam. It sounded like a mouth. But yeah, nothing happens. No idea.
Oh, okay.
Malcolm
that's
does
what-
make that noise a lot.
There's probably nothing else I shouldn't do. I'm doing pretty terrible.
All right, Alex.
I'll take that knowledge standard action thing to get a 20.
To take a 20. Okay. What is the specific question you're asking?
How do you kill him? Like, what is the weakness of
What is
this?
his weak? So you're like knowledge of planes to get his stuff, basically.
Yeah, what weakness he has.
He doesn't have any weaknesses. He doesn't have any like do this and it will kill him. He's a native outsider. When you kill him once, he's gone. There's no like go back to the abyss. There's also no resurrecting him because he doesn't possess a soul. As far as killing him goes, honestly, the best thing you have is probably your axe or sword. You're using an earthbreaker. Yeah,
I'm
a
using
guard.
a
Your
hammer.
guard.
Nah,
So that
my gurg.
a gurg to the face might be the best thing you can do. He's
Your Gurg.
Hermagurg.
Hermagurg. He's
Gurg.
just as mortal as you are.
Well, at least he's
Wow.
not like the man in yellow, am I right?
Ha! I did that once.
It was bad. Well, not you, but player characters were bad.
When someone puts on Haster's robes for the lols, yeah, it's usually bad. But anyway, what you got, Alex?
That's his standard, so I'm not gonna do
Okay.
anything if the bear isn't gonna do anything.
All right, so I'm gonna have both of you make a fortitude save.
Ah, crap.
Roll twice and take the lower.
That's 20?
Rough.
Oh, 20.
Woo! Wait, no!
Oh, that sucks for both of
Damn
you.
it.
Oh, okay. I think those both still pass. I'm not sure. Hang on. They both fail. Okay.
What? No!
So Treerazer, he goes from like bouncing his axe like this to like hefting it like across his like awkward dinosaur neck, I guess, for like because his body's real weird. And as he does so, both of you guys feel, and I'll go ahead and illustrate it. It might affect other people. Don't anybody else get super worried on me. And I need to make that visible. Boom. You guys should be able to see that. Yeah. If you are within that yellow aura and you are Sarah or you are Alex, you guys both. I know something else happens to you other than. You guys both see, like, the beard made of metal begins to turn like softens and begins to turn into leaves. Kova's fur begins to turn into like long grass. I don't think anything happens other than that, right?
I'm going hippie. No.
You know how he feels about trees.
Yeah.
Don't I look
Yep.
like
Okay.
a salad?
That's all it does. That's all it does for right now. But he is going to. Yeah, you guys are in range. He holds out his hands and he begins. Do you guys speak Abyssal?
I do.
I do.
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
Let's say I chose that language out of
Someone
the
didn't pick his
ones that I.
languages.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So in Abyssal, he begins to incant, just like as it comes out, it begins to twist and turn backwards. You guys both make another fortitude save twice and take the lower.
Ugh, well, that's better.
Not better enough.
See, he gets to have a Pugwampy aura, but me, no. I
You
can't do
could've
my
done it-
Pugwampy.
you
alone.
could've
I
done
had to
it,
leave
you
my
were fine.
Pugwampy at home.
No, you were gonna do
No,
it without
because other
asking.
people.
I've got potions of
I was going
heroism. I could have let you do it.
So both of you fail by just barely. Is that standard action for me? It is. Okay. So you guys both take this many damages. That much damage,
Ah,
and that might roll real good. That much strength drain.
that's bad for me.
As you guys begin to feel like your skin begins to turn into flowers and grass and leaves and stuff, and then as he holds out his hands, it begins to like defoliate, like the avatar of Metal's beard probably like falls out as the leaves like do this and wither and die before they hit the floor. Same for like your fur.
Dude, he's messing with your beard.
And we pass to Colin.
All right, what's going on in the room that I'm in?
Nothing.
Nothing except all those spores that exploded.
Correct.
Yeah.
Is there a way out?
You're not sure.
So
You would
there's
need
no
like some kind of
obvious
check as well.
doors.
There's no like obvious, oh, a door, haha, that kind of thing.
All right. Well, this is obviously a dead end, so I'm gonna try and figure out how I can get out of here.
Okay.
34 perception.
34 perception. There's no obvious way in or out of this. It kind of just looks like a however big by however big that room has been cut out from my dynamic lighting worth of just like walls, floor and ceiling, just like gross yellow mushrooms that are just pumping clouds of gross out at you.
Oh, they're still pumping?
Mhm.
I thought it was
They're
just
still-
like a big explosion.
They're still pumping and they're still like, the stuff is still in the room. There's no place for it to like ventilate, I should say.
Gotcha.
Give me a knowledge like nature on a check.
Knowledge, nature, or what?
Or maybe like Arcana, maybe the planes. I'm pretty good at knowledge checks, like if you can justify them, but I'm gonna call for a nature. I don't know if you have it or not.
I do. I don't remember if it's better as nature or planes right now.
Messy.
So they're the same. So let's do nature. Oh no,
Okay.
they're not the same. Let's do planes. So I was looking at religion and planes.
Hmm.
That's a crit.
Well, alrighty. You know without a
Like
doubt
third crit.
that you guys are doing well. You know without a doubt that you've walked into a room that's full of, and the name's gonna sound really boring, but it's full of yellow mold that's grown by these mushrooms, and it's normally not this potent, but you also know that out there in the world somewhere there exists a creature called a Moss Lord who is capable of creating a more potent yellow mold, and that's basically what you've like been subject to. Essentially, you get the feeling that this is just kind of like random torture dungeon, I guess is the best way to say it. Like you hit the number, you hit metagaming, but you went through the place, you know, everybody is split up, and this is just like your particular form of torture, but you did crit, so I will be a generous god. And why can't I go through? Oh, it's shift, not control. Okay, I will deposit you guys back in here. Is Desna your deity? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so probably like
Sort of like
out of nowhere.
Sort of like a mom type relationship.
Oh, okay. So mom's big old butterfly wing red, and she flies down. Well, she probably doesn't. She probably sends one of her big giant Lunamoth heralds, and it like blows all the clouds and stuff away. And the three of you are deposited back in this room. Adam, Crocodile, and Colin, all three of you roll Fortitude save twice and take the lower.
All right.
Chris, I didn't realize we were traveling with a literal demigod.
Welcome to level 20.
Right? I used to be a pharmacist. I worked for the mob for like a significant amount of time. I'm as scary as the guy who's literally part deity.
Good at blowing things up and
Boom.
To be fair, I
solving
am
sore
cursed.
throats.
You're cursed. Why doesn't the GM know that?
Cursed, Black Blood, Oracle.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I was thinking of something more serious than Oracle stuff. But can I get a
No.
fort save twice and take the lower
He must speak in rhyme at all times.
for shizzle?
Until
Sorry, the cat.
Kawhi.
my guy.
I put mine in there to 36.
I see. All right, so both of you fail. Both of you,
That was mine.
the plant stuff that is already happening to you intensifies. Crocodile does not pass. I was thinking you had advantage. Crocodile fails as well. You guys all like scales turn to like tree bark. The feathers on you don't have wings. You're token. Do you have wings? You don't.
I do have wings.
Okay, well then your feathers turn to leaves and begin to like float down to the ground. Vargas's horns begin to turn into like gnarled branches. Yeah, I like that.
The other thing is,
You guys-
plant stuff disappeared from me before from the
Right.
fort crit.
And now it
Is
comes
it
back. It comes
Now it
back.
just
Yeah.
comes back.
It feels like it's like emanating from Treerazer himself. You guys show up around the time like you hear the last little bit of an incantation in a like awkward backwards abyssal. He draws his axe and looks like he's about to attack.
Do I get
It's
a
all that yellow
chance to
mold.
attack or no?
Yup.
Yeah, you haven't used any actions.
What's happening to the stats mechanically?
Nothing right now.
So nothing right now, even for me.
Yeah,
Okay.
except you guys just have like awkward plant stuff hanging out.
So
Hanging out, bro.
what size category is this guy? Huge?
He is
Colossal?
huge. Yeah, he's huge.
He's huge.
He's huge.
So
Huge.
this big old gator is gonna go up to about here. I think that puts me within 10-foot range.
All right, one sec.
Cat, no.
Let me just. You go to there. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I
and
understand.
then, she's gonna chomp at him.
All right, go for it. Roll twice and take the lower.
Yes.
Do.
There's a 38.
It does not hit. That is a very respectable amount of damage from an animal companion. But yeah, no, 38 does not hit. Your crocodile's jaws sink into like Treerazer. Well, yours the same size as him, so probably like his like neck. But you can't seem to quite get through not only like the thick scales he has, but like there's an aura around him that you can't just quite like close down upon.
Gotcha.
If that is all,
Next time, then what am I gonna do? Is a character. I'm gonna cast some kind of spell.
okay. You are within Treerazer's threat range, so any spell
I
you
am?
cast, yeah.
Okay.
I'll be a kind GM. I will. You guys can see the green one is his threat range. I guess I should make it a square.
Okay, so I'm just barely in it.
Yeah, it might change after it becomes a square. Yeah, okay, now you're in a certain range.
Jesus, I can see that in my room.
You better be careful. 5 foot step over, swing through the wall.
That is the case. I will not cast, and instead will take a 5-foot step back this way.
Okay, understood. No standard action.
No standard.
Our initiatives, if you aren't Sarah or Alex, have got fucking crazy. Adam, what's up?
All right. Vargas will turn to his backpack and say, "Soot, it's time for one of those heals."
Okay.
As he takes the potion out as a standard action,
Mm-hmm.
downs it.
Okay, I will need a concentration check from your leadership character. I know that's super awkward, but
No, I got it.
he's got
I can
stats.
do
Okay.
him in just a second. So for me, I'm taking the giant form infusion.
Okay.
And having my tail get the protection from energy ready.
Okay.
And let me see. That, and entering my rage as a free action.
Okay.
Which means I can grow. So I go from medium creature to huge in 6 seconds.
Rest in peace.
That would be really weird to see.
Rest in peace,
And
your
my-
non-magical clothing.
Yeah. Well, hey, everything's magic. I mean, even my clothes have magic on them to at least grow with me.
Magic your
You know,
skivvies. so
I'm not
everything-
hulking this out. You know,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna run around in just my vest. All right. So I'm going to be a large creature. I'm going to gain some stuff from my giant infusion. It was a troll,
Mhm.
so I gain 5 regeneration. Does that kick in this round or next round?
Top of the next.
Okay, top of the next. Plus 6 to my strength on top of my rage. So I'll get that in just a second because I'm not attacking yet. I think that's everything I'm doing. So let me give you the caster check for Stewart.
Okay.
Probably not good enough. Concentration is a flat 30.
A flat 30. What level spell is heal? Is it
Mhm.
8 or is it 9?
It is for Stewart. It is a 6th level spell.
It is a 6th. In that case, it passes. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. It just barely makes it. I don't know if that stops the aura, though. Well, heal is a great character thing, so he stops it, but you're still in his aura, so your body begins to become what it is supposed to be, and then make a fortitude save twice and take the lower. I think. Let me make
Oh,
sure. Yeah.
Okay. So 2 forks. Ooh, nat 20 on the first one.
Hold your breath.
An 8 on the second one.
That was
so
close.
I have to take the 8. It's only going to be 27, 28, 35. 35. Don't think that's bad.
35. It just barely doesn't make it as your like horns begin to fling horns. They just kind of back in their tree branches, and your hair turns to leaves, and your skin gets all pasty.
Well, I took a troll potion, so my skin's probably not normal, but
Yeah, it's real bad.
Papa gives me some weird stuff. I mean, one time, he even let me have some of Johnson's brew. I was like, no, I swore that stuff off. That was not happening again. I will do the whiskey with shots with Papa, but not the Johnson's brew.
Pussy.
Hey, I am not immune to poisons, Papa.
You're in another room. You didn't hear that.
He
Hey,
knew you said
sons
it.
don't-
He knew.
This is a family thing. I knew you said that.
Is there anything else you want to do, Adam?
Oh, I'm a grandson of
that's a Cinder
Bargas. I can't
that's
drink
a-
some magical whiskey.
I think it's going to Mal. Is that right?
Yes,
You next.
should, 'cause that's everything.
All right, Mal, what
Jack?
you got?
Have a big look around.
Uh-huh.
Say, all right. Sorry.
Go ahead.
He's gonna have a big look around. He's gonna be like, all right, this looks kind of like a dead end. I can try to teleport us back, but it's up to you. I kind of need your confirmation. What do you think, Ignatius?
This isn't working.
I have to mention,
Well-
Siegfried should be large size right now.
Got it. Now we can look at that pretty Hero Lab token.
And he sort of throw machine.
He's in hide mode.
Thumps his huge knuckled fists into the ground. He's very frustrated because A, he doesn't know where he's going or how to get there, and his son is gone.
All right.
Too bad,
Easy,
thanks.
big guy. Easy, big guy. Maybe we head back to the other room. I'll see what I can do, and then we can give that those mossy wall people a good pummeling if you'd like. How does that sound? Do you like that?
Like he's a toddler.
Yes.
All right. Let's do it.
Hey, I'm gonna
Siggy is a toddler.
drink it.
I've
And
only-
Siegfried is a toddler. Thank you.
I've only been in that room once, but it was
All right.
a few minutes ago.
Mm.
And I'm
think
gonna
that's-
quaff a combined
Wait,
iron shield.
first,
Okay.
I'm going to quickly roll a knowledge. I guess knowledge arcana is the best I can do, but to see if would knowledge arcana work for trying to figure out if we've shifted planes again?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. All right, that's a modified 35 to see are we still within the plane of Treerazer's control here, his little domain?
Yeah, you are. You get the feeling. Again, the laws of nature just don't quite work the same, and it's just kind of like go in that log, and it just kind of like it spits you out in a random place, but that random place is still like different part of the city, same city. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I had to make sure because you don't want to try to teleport and think of somewhere in a different plane. That doesn't usually work out well.
That could be bad, yeah.
But I'll think of the room we were just in.
Okay.
And I will take Ignatious. I will touch him on the back, and we're gonna see if we can maybe teleport back.
All right.
What I have for the DC is viewed once, 1 to 76 is on target. 77 to 88 is, similar area but off target.
Okay, go ahead and roll the percentage dice then.
Don't roll
You're
triple zeros again.
You're so good at rolling percentage dice. I'll let you do it.
Come on, leave me alone. 7, and if it's lower than, that's 75. So that's,
it's within range.
It should be, yeah.
Okay, roll a d8.
D8. Let's see. Boop. I got a 6 again.
You got a 6 again. Okay, roll a d8 again. You guys just kind of do that.
8.
8. All right, there you go. Boom. Now both of you make 2 fortitude saves, or we'll make a fortitude save twice and take the lower, I should say. And I'll put you guys right here.
We blink into reality.
Are we in the right room now, or?
You're in the right. Yes.
Jack immediately starts screaming, and he's gonna roll. What is that?
Ziggy!
Is that supposed to be my son? Why did your voice get so deep all of us? Oh, I suppose you're gigantic.
I am a huge creature, Ziggy.
Is that 1 fort save each?
1 fortitude save for both of you, but roll twice and take the lower.
38.
38 fails.
What?
Oh.
Yep.
I got 31, but then I got a natural 20, which means I take the 31.
I almost got really excited. Yeah, you did it. Oh, yeah, wait a minute. Okay, yeah, so everybody is planty, and that was a standard action for Mal. Do you want to do anything else, or is it Kane's turn?
Standard action. I'm not sure what else I can do. Can I cast a spell?
Yeah, you can cast a spell as a standard.
Yeah, so you can cast a quicken spell if you have that ability. You can take a 5-foot step or a full move action. Okay, I feel guilty. That sounds like I'm baiting attacks of opportunity.
That's fair. I'll pop a mass bull's strength.
Can you cast that quickened?
I don't think so, actually. Nah, I'll just take a pause on my turn and
got it.
Kind of gauge the room.
All right, Kane.
You could just pop into existence.
Okay. So move.
You're angry. Everyone looks like plant stuff.
And there's a big old
standard swift. So, as a swift action, I will take a drink from my sipping jacket, which has a vial of channel vigor in it.
Okay.
As a standard action, I will drink a vial of heroism.
Okay.
And as a move action, I will 5 foot up here.
All right. So I don't know those spells off the top of my head, but I imagine you're trying to luck bonus yourself, right?
Heroism is a luck bonus. Channel Vigor gives me the option to switch between a bunch of different effects, but one of those effects is haste.
Okay, gotcha. So you're hasting a luck bonus and move.
Yes.
Understood. Sarah, what you got? Everybody's come back. You don't have to fight this thing with Rocky.
Okay. He has a big threat range.
He has a big threat range.
Moving into attacks seems like a bad.
Well, your threat range is 10, so. You still have to move. You have to move like 20 feet ish. You need to move there.
So I need to move 5 feet.
Hmm.
Can't just 5-foot step.
You cannot.
But it only threatened once.
Hmm.
Shush!
Hey, they do it all the time.
I do not like it. I'm trying to think. It's bad.
I kind of want to go form the dragon, but then this place is
I
going to be...
just don't want to die. That's all I want.
Oh no, do it, bro. Crowd the shit out of this place.
Yeah.
We can't move anywhere, neither can he.
All right, I'll move in.
All right. So moving there, you provoke once. Okay. Big ol' axe a coming. I think that's what I had after giving him stuff, right? Yeah. Okay.
Tiny defender.
That is not Tiny Defender because we're not running that house roll, so that does hit you.
Oh, wait. Oh.
Now I need to 20. Yeah. Plus, where is my mod? Plus that. Okay. So, do you have any resistance to acid? You don't, do you? Okay, and as he does this, also you feel the axe contacts with the part of your fur that's become super like plantified, and it hurts for sure when it hits your normal flesh, but when it hits the plant bits, it kind of burns a little bit, and like you can see like a swath of your fur that is grassified, just kind of like looks horribly burnt and terrible. And there's your damage. Some of that is acid damage, but it's irrelevant. Your turn.
Wait, so attack it.
Yep, twice and take the lower. The lower one does hit, right? Yeah, it is.
Okay, I'll do my thingy. The
Vital strike. Okay, got it. So you roll 8d10? Yeah,
what?
because that's what vital strike is.
Oh yeah.
Duly noted. You definitely take a big chunk out of his like chest. You can see like it begins to kind of like flesh, kind of like plants begin to like knit itself back together. But it definitely doesn't feel good. Is that all?
Yeah.
All right, one sec. Let me do some maths. Alex, what you got?
I'm a rock, ready to roll.
I love this character. I want to see this character in another game at some point.
Yeah, rock and roll, man. Give me your epic
He built.
spellcasting again.
Yeah.
Blow my
Yeah.
Which god? Let's go over that real quick.
Give me some Queen lyrics for this. Rock and roll.
No,
He's,
go straight to Metallica.
I don't listen to Metallica.
Good. man.
AC/DC?
No.
Yeah,
Aerosmith?
He's gonna cast defensively. He's gonna cast Brilliant Inspiration.
Okay.
He's gonna give it to the largest boy in the room.
Can you
Okay.
build me a stairway to heaven?
And as a swift action, he'll begin his Inspire Rage.
All right, can you
And
roll
it-
cast defensively?
Yeah, I don't have to roll it because I'm that awesome. Like I can't
Why?
fail. No, I can't fail it. That's the thing. Because
You
it's a
get that
DC. It's a DC 21. Well, if you do it like that, I suppose.
I
but-
do it like that.
Well, there you go.
Well, you gotta roll it twice, take the lower.
Well, there you go.
Well, there I go. Okay.
Yeah.
Nerd.
So,
We're
so what
happy
is
now?
that? I'm confused. Yeah, I'm happy now, Alex.
Right. So brilliant inspiration means that you get
It's
to
the
roll-
opposite of what's going on.
Pretty much, you get to roll D20s and then take the higher. So basically,
And it's-
it is nullified.
On Vargas.
Yeah. Although it does.
Yep, nullified indeed.
The spell ends if he rolls a nat 20. That's important to note.
Understood.
So stay nat 19
Yeah,
and still crit, right?
Yeah, you're good.
that's what you want. Voices of victory, all shout and proclaim, the kingdom of glory is mine. That's how it starts the
Your raging
thing.
song
The raging song.
What song is that?
already.
Who sings that?
Who sings that? I don't know.
Man,
The Oread sings it.
Yeah, that's his song.
Vargas
Alrighty.
loves his music, so he's like, yeah, you get into
Just-
this.
All right, what you got, Colin?
All right. First things first. Luna is going to 5 foot.
Actually, wait. I lied. I forgot. I'm not on the initiative. It's my turn.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm terrible. I'm gonna 5 foot step back, and it's awkward now.
Come on,
I gotta-
man. Oh.
Blah, 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 blah. Everyone make a will save if you're not Malcolm. I have too many friends. If you're not Kane or Adam, roll twice and take the lower.
a will save.
Oh,
you said?
so it's okay. So we're
Yep.
still making will saves.
He holds out his hands and begins to incant an
Oh
abyssal.
wait, no.
Get out of
Oh,
here!
Fuck, Sarah.
Sarah passes. Oh, I see a 1, and you have to take the lower. You take that one.
I fucking know!
Malcolm passes.
28.
Adam passes.
Oh, they're both the same, so whatever.
Mine is also a 31.
21.
31.
31. All right, so you pass. Looking for the metal guy.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my buff in here. It's in the black. No, there it is. I found it.
I see.
There you go, buddies.
What the fuck? Oh, okay, I see.
That's what
Oh, an
mine.
extra +6 plus con +6 will save.
Yeah.
He likes big buffs, and he cannot
You
lie.
cannot lie. Does anyone
other
not
brothers
accept the
can't
raging
lie.
song?
You other brothers candy? Nah, I'm already fucking angry.
Yeah, there's no penalty to not accept the rage, just so you know. Because
Can
I'm level-
Colin cast through it?
Because I'm level 20.
Oh,
Level
okay,
20
gotcha.
Skald, so
Okay.
you can do
Let's do it.
any
Does this stack
action
with
you
my
want.
stuff I already got?
It does not.
You get my rage powers.
Okay.
I ate
Yeah.
fast healing, and my familiar gets fast healing. It already has fast healing, but now that fast healing is better.
It's faster.
Nice.
It's faster.
It was will save, right?
Yes, sir. Twice and take the lower.
39.
39. So I think it might just be the crocodile with a +6. Okay, so the crocodile just barely passes. Everybody's good. You guys, Treerazer backs up and he holds out his hands and begins incanting, and you guys feel like the leaves and the grass and the bark and stuff begins to like twist around you, and you feel like somebody whose whole arm might be like grassified. You feel like you lose control of that arm, and it begins to like if someone has, we'll say Vargas's sword, like begins to like turn in the direction of whoever's standing closest to him, in the direction of Daddy, as if he's gonna like swing into him, but everybody shakes it off. Some of you just barely. Colin just barely. Colin's crocodile just barely, I think. Right? Yeah, everybody's good. Okay. And I think that was my standard. Do I have a swift? I do have a swift. I need to grab a thing. What is my caster level? Who do I want to do this on more? Let's say Ignatious. Ignatious is in my threat range.
Ha!
Just trying to find my caster level. Hang on. We are going to cast a Quicken Dispel Magic. A Quicken Greater Dispel Magic, I believe, right? Yeah.
What?
Let me make sure that I can cast this one Quicken. Yeah.
What would
Quicken
you
Greater
be
Dispel
getting
Magic.
rid of?
I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure yet. I think I'm going to target the luck bonuses. I also don't think I'm targeting anything with Greater. Let me look it up. Dispel.
I think targeted dispel hits the highest caster level thing first.
I think you're right. So that would probably be your gear. Except it can end more than one spell on a target, and it can be used to target multiple creatures. Okay, neat. So that means I'm going to roll it in a 20-foot around. So it's going to target everyone? Is that what I'm seeing? 5, 10, 15, 20. Yep, everybody's there. Okay, so that was that was Ignatius's. This is Vargas's. One spell for every 4 count.
Starting with the highest level spells and proceeding to the lowest level spells.
Okay, so I'm going to start, because this is going to get super complicated. We're going to stop at Ignatius. I can, for every 4 caster levels, so I can dispel 5 things from Ignatius. I'm going to dispel, I'm not going to target anybody's gear, because I'm an Omniscient Demon Lord, and I know that's temporary, so I'm going to target both the spells you cast on yourself. I'm going to target, well, what else do you have on you, Kane? Be honest.
Heroism, Iron Skin, and Shield right
Okay.
now.
So Heroism is dispelled, Iron Skin is dispelled, Shield is dispelled,
And Echolocation.
Echolocation is dispelled, and then the thing that gave you haste is dispelled. Because I'm sure, well, yeah, that beats your caster level of 20. So does
So
Vargas
the
have anything on
interesting
him?
thing about the thing that gives me haste is I only use 1 round of it every time I activate the magic item that I get it from.
Uh-huh. Okay, fair enough. I thought it was a spell. So if that's all you have cast on you, that's all the spell. Now we go to Vargas. Does Vargas have anything other than, well, he has giant form.
Yeah, I've got giant form
So-
going right now.
Giant form and enlarged person we will dispel.
I
Is there anything
can
else?
Dispel my enlarged person. You can dispel the first one, right? But not
I'm pretty
down,
sure I can dispel
not
it.
down to.
Let me check it.
You can get me
I'm
out
pretty
of
sure I
huge,
can.
but not out of
How large?
large. I stay large because that's like a supernatural ability or something.
Yeah, that's supernatural. You're fine. You're good. I just had to check out Titan while I read. Okay. Is there anything else magical on you?
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of like spell
I got a
effects.
belt. Oh,
Okay.
no. I haven't drank any other potion yet, so no.
Okay. So then we will dispel.
So no giant form.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna I think it's like 1d4 plus 1 rounds is how long a magic item can be shut off. So I'm going to dispel your belt for that long, the enhancement bonus on your sword for that long, the enhancement bonus on your armor
Which
for...
enhancement bonus?
Oh, yeah, there's one. Okay. So, what do you have on your sword?
Keen, Furious, Growing, and Keen, Furious, Growing, Impact.
Okay, so they'll go in the order you just said them. Keen for 3, Furious for 4, Growing for 4, Impact for 3. Then we will move to...
How many things can you dispel with that? 5? I
One
guess?
spell for every 4 caster levels, and I have 20. Well, actually, hang on. I might be able to... Yeah, I think I'm fucking up. Hang on a second. I can only target multiple creatures, so I'm gonna say I'm just dumping it on Ignatious. This is the first time I've ever cast a spell magic. Now go ahead and proceed with your turn, Colin.
All right.
So just Ignatius.
I forget. Does a 5-foot count as a move action? I always
Yes.
mess it up. Okay.
Mm.
So I gotta do that. So first things first, Luna's gonna 5 foot up to here.
Okay.
That puts him within grappling range.
All right.
And instead of doing a bite attack, I am going to spend a full time trying to grapple.
Do you have improved grapple?
Yes, I do.
Alrighty, go for it.
And greater grapple.
Sweet.
So it's going to be a start grappling action.
Understood.
There's a bunch of stuff that's probably going to happen here since I have bonuses to how much I can grapple.
Opa, indeed. Alright, there's a lot of numbers. You do need to roll twice and take the lower.
Okay, so that's going to happen 4 times. I'm going to be rolling twice and taking the lower for the d20, right?
What? Are you trying to grapple twice?
I am initiating the grapple, then I can,
Then you can pin her stuff.
yes, then I pin.
Okay, so go ahead and roll. You need to roll to initiate one more time.
Yeah, those are separate rounds of grapple, though, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
Not the way I have it set up, because I can,
What?
well, the first one is initiate, yeah, because the maintain is a move action, and then I get a rapid grapple after doing a move action.
Okay, fair enough. We'll go ahead and roll a second time before we figure out what is what,
Yeah.
because you still have disadvantage.
Gotcha.
Let's see what we got here. Okay, you failed.
Ah, 49 fails
It does. 49 fails.
versus CMD.
Versus CMD, yeah.
Oh man.
He's a strong boy.
He's not a weak boy.
Boy spelled B-O-I, as they must.
Boy!
Boy!
That was pretty close because that's just
That was your 2.
Yeah.
What do we roll
That's
up here? Is there anything else you want to do? A 2 and 7.
Let's see. Clement himself is, now that he's out of the threat range, going to cast what was it?
Spirit Slam?
Spirit Slam!
Yeah, like their spirits coming out of everyone.
Oh, you have the Ancestor Totem?
Yeah, the greater spirit totem thing.
So
It's all in the red text.
I see. Is that, does he have to choose to do that? Or is that, like, just
No,
when that happens?
the spirits attacks any evil or enemy creature.
I see.
on
Okay.
turn.
Gotcha. On my turn?
No, on the creature's turn that acts.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Okay, well, the Spirit Slam does miss.
Doesn't it hit touch AC?
No, it's a slam
No?
attack.
Living
So,
creatures
you know
adjacent.
what? He's going to give Luna greater angel aspect.
Okay. Angel
We
Crocodile.
have an angelic crocodile?
Yes.
You should have worshipped
Wait,
an
are we
Assyrian god, dude.
like a gifted god thing here?
I think your mistake was putting all of your resources in your animal companion.
Alright. So I'll let you figure out the buffs.
Yeah.
Adam, it's your turn. I assume.
Okay, so to clarify, only Iggy was targeted with that?
Right, because I only could target up to 5 things.
You just spelled the
Okay,
crap
5
out of me.
things, but it
Mhm.
can be up to 2 creatures. Okay.
Right.
Alright, so save changes then. I am going to try and test out this maximum vital strike that I have been working. Well, I 5 foot and then vital strike? Do I still get to 5 foot?
Yeah, assuming he's in your threat range.
Okay. He will be a 5 foot.
Okay. Yeah, because you guys have the same
5
threat range.
foot.
It's a
Except
standard.
I have. It's a full attack action, isn't it? Just
A
an
vital
attack
strike.
action.
Well, whether or not it was a full attack or a standard vital strike is Like you can do a full attack action with a 5 foot. So like you're still good. It still qualifies.
I mean, the point with Vital Strike
Okay.
is that it's a standard action, pretty much.
Mhm. But he can take a standard action. Well, even if he were to just run up to the dude's face, yeah, that's right.
Okay.
So get as close as you
So I
have to
can
and then
fly
hit him.
Yeah, you're good.
And his threat range to me is
Is the
decreased by
green.
20.
Is decreased by 20.
Yep.
Okay.
Because I am a Titan Mauler.
Oh yeah, yeah.
and
They
I
do
can
get that.
look
That's
at
right.
someone and say, you are big, and you are not allowed to hit me without me getting this close.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, you're good. You can get right up to him.
Okay, so
Let's
I
get a
will
sweep.
right here,
Trampling through your father's square.
but
Oh,
excuse
don't worry,
me,
Daddy's
Papa.
gonna get into it next round.
Pardon me, Papa. I have business to take care of. I think this is correct,
Okay.
so I'm going to try it. Save changes.
He
Save
spent this whole time just crunching buffs.
I
Yeah, you
have
go
been.
get him, son. I'm right behind you.
And it doesn't work. How nice.
Oh, rough.
Okay, so
You need to use the
I'll
brackets,
just do it this
man.
way.
You need to use the
Got
brackets.
to use the brackets.
brackets. I didn't use the brackets.
Yeah.
Break a bracket myself. Whatever. Roll. D20. Okay, 40 to hit him.
A 40 to hit him. Do you have? I'm trying to think. Is that including any other buffs you might have on you?
No, I rolled a 5.
Okay, yeah, 40 misses.
So I do not hit him.
Correct.
So none of my other
The
stuff triggers.
Size bonus from giant form.
I rolled a 5. Let me make sure though. Let me make sure.
Because
no.
you're pretty close.
No, that's not correct.
Because you get an extra 3 from giant form.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's an extra 3.
So it's a
that's lot.
43.
There's a lot of text going on here.
There it is.
And I'm trying to figure out how to resize this.
Let me see if my GM powers can be of use here.
You need to make more space.
Just grab the corner. Yeah.
Would a 43 hit?
43 would hit.
Okay.
Full powers, go!
So-
Why
Yes.
can't I grab the corner this time?
43 hits. That's definitely not a crit range, so I'm not going to worry about triggering any of that. But the damage
Crit on
is.
5, I can't foul.
I bet there's someone out there who's figured out how to crit below a certain amount. That seems crazy.
Yeah, we're gonna talk to that GM.
Not a house rule that lets keen and improved crit stack.
Hmm.
I get to roll. My vital strike hits, so I get to roll 20d8 plus
You do.
12 plus 2 plus 8. Actually, that's a plus 12 as well. Plus 24 because I'm triggering my brutal. I think it's brutal strike.
Brutal assault,
No,
brutal. The
raging
con
brutal.
thing.
Yeah, raging brutality,
I give you 1 point of fire damage.
Yes!
and 1 point of fire
20
damage.
points of damage and 1 point of fire damage.
The fire damage, I'm
And I
pretty
rolled a
sure
bunch
I'm
of ones
used
in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 6 ones. So that could have been much higher. But
It could have.
120.
Duly noted, he is not happy. He hisses and like awkward, well not awkward, like gross, like blood ichor hits the ground and starts hissing, like bits of the plant matter below you begin to like melt away.
Yeah, next thing I'm drinking is that potion of resist probably. But that's
Fair enough.
I think that's everything I need to do.
Feed him
My
steel.
healer-
What's up, Mal?
My healer needs to heal me, right? Because I would drop out.
Yes. Well, you would
So-
drop out if you did max damage.
Okay, I didn't do max damage.
I don't got much time, so there's not much I can actually do here, but I do want to ask it in Abyssal. I'm gonna
Okay.
mouth up and just say, why did you even bring us here?
Make a diplomacy check.
You can do
Twice
that.
a dick belower.
Do
No.
lovestones get rid of that?
I was alone and needed company.
To kill.
I just really wanted to murder someone.
That
You
is
ever
40.
Sit at home and think to yourself, man, I could go for some homicide right now.
43.
If you're asking
43.
Jakoben, probably.
Alright,
Jakoben
so you,
definitely.
you ask Treerazer why he's done this, and you, like, in your mind's eye, the room kind of, like, blacks out, and you begin to see, like, images of all of the multiverse just burnt to ash, awkward. Well, I keep saying awkward. Awkward is not the word I want. Gross plant matter growing up out of everything, and, like, all of mortal kind, essentially, turned into like his plant servants. You see these servants march into the world wound at Treerazer's command, and they bring out this. It kind of looks like a hairball with eyes and horns and teeth. Is kind of what the Demon Lord Sith Visug looks like, but they like haul him out, and Treerazer like brings up his axe and just kills the thing. The scene kind of flashes a little bit. You get a little more of like Treerazer sitting on a like gargantuan wooden throne in the abyss. Everybody like bowing before him.
You know, it's pretty awesome, but an overarchingly typical Demon Lord response. And I guess I will blast him with the Polar Ray without another word. Just right down the middle here.
Alrighty. Roll spell resistance.
Okay. How do
Twice and take the lower.
How did it work with spell resistance?
Roll a d20 plus your caster level plus your casting stat modifier.
Yep.
Okay.
Twice and take the lower.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, rough.
And that's a modified 33.
That 33 does not break his spell resistance.
Okay.
No, they can't be. If you roll a natural 20, that'd be 40 plus his casting stat.
Right, but he has disadvantage.
Yeah, have to take the lower one. All right, well, I guess the Polar Ray will bounce off him, and it's not
Pretty
that
much,
he
yeah.
doesn't. It's not that he doesn't like you guys or overly likes you guys or this or that or anything, but it's overwhelmingly likely in the next round he's going to use his Amulet of the Plains and step out of the party.
Fair enough. Well, we'll try to kick in the ass then. Kane, what's up with your initiative?
Yeah, just watch how your father does it. I'm gonna 5 foot up here, and I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I'm on drugs. I'm mentally unstable.
He sounded like Trevor from GTA 5.
I'm gonna take a drink from my jacket.
Just rings out his jacket.
It's like a camel pack. There's just a hose hooked up from his chest.
I was gonna say like a camelback all over, so it's like a puffy Ralphie jacket,
right? He's gonna get that haste effect going again, and I'm just gonna lay into this dude.
Alrighty, proceed.
All right. With the extra +6 to strength and constitution, I have even more health. Extra +3 to hit.
Don't forget the fast healing, by the way, everyone.
And the fast healing, yes. I'll just add that in right now. Another 6 points of fast healing. Shit. Uh-oh.
What's up?
I just fucked up my math.
Ah, shit.
My calculator went bye-bye. 6. There we go. Okay, I got it. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks.
Is there?
Oh man, there's a lot of math and stuff going on right now.
And you're rolling twice, take the lower, right?
Yep. There's gonna be a lot of this going on right now. You get a bonus. Oh, bollocks.
A bonus bollocks.
I got. Oh, why are you? Yeah,
Oh,
+1 to
one of those
attack from haste. Okay. I got.
I can do this. Hold on. It's +37.
+37.
We're making sure, right? I'm not great at math when I'm on drugs.
Well, that's a natural 20. That's a fucking waste.
Then unless you nat 20 again. Come on.
No, that was a 1.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Alright, roll to attack Malcolm.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, let me do the rest.
No, he doesn't get advantage now. He's still rolling with disadvantage.
Man, imagine if you used macros like a normal person. It would be done by now.
You know what? Imagine if you
Oh, shit.
That'll be a... What did I say? 37? That'll be a 50 to hit.
Does that hit you, Mal?
No. Sorry. That's 38.
38 to hit? Yeah.
Okay,
Alright,
so
roll
that
damage.
one definitely hits you.
It's just the one attack to hit you.
Yeah. Just let me roll the other ones really quick.
Okay, that's fine.
The second one's a 50 to hit.
To hit Treerazer?
No, to hit
to hit Malcolm?
No, the big one who looks like a big dumb dragon.
Treerazer. Yep, that hits if
Treerazer.
you rolled twice.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you did.
I just rolled like 10 times and took the lowest out of all of them.
Okay,
52 to hit.
that does hit.
43 plus 45 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
49 to hit.
Those all connect.
Okay, good. I'm sorry, Malcolm. You're about to die.
Oh boy.
Oh boy!
Malcolm.
No,
Five.
no.
6.
Why do I say
Malcolm, you take 42 points of damage.
Ow!
Reduce that by 7.
Ow!
You take 35. There's 36 points of damage.
Number here, man.
Don't throw any more math at Kane, you'll break into
All right, we're fine.
Nah.
Jack is quite upset, but he's okay.
You know what? Fine. Go on. I'll play your game, sir. 2
What?
d6 plus 39?
Uh-huh.
Did you add the
30.
strength bonus?
Yes. Yeah, to attack rolls, not to damage. I had to just double check something with the haste. That's 49 points of damage to Treerazer,
Gotcha.
and then 36 points of damage to Treerazer, and then 47 points of damage to Treerazer, and then 51 points of damage to
Okay.
Treerazer.
Alright, cool. Let me...
Is that including the fire damage?
No,
He's
and
immune-
4
he has
points of
fire
fire
resistance
damage, which
30.
he's immune to. It's very important
It's
that you take very nearly 200 points of damage.
47 do my damage reduction do. Then what's the last one? 51 minus 51 plus this equals. Understood. Okay. Is that all?
That'll be all 5 attacks.
Alright, Sarah, what you got? He is 15 feet away from you. The Alchemist is outshining you. Boom.
Boom.
Show my ass up.
High 5 foot step.
You 5 foot step.
Here it comes. Just get ready. Look out.
Twice and take the lower.
Sarah sounded so excited. She's like, here it comes. Get
It's
ready.
hard to sound excited when I have a cold. Alright, here it comes. Get ready. Look out.
That's a little
I'm
better.
ready. I'm
That's
excited.
better. That's good.
Here it comes.
Alrighty.
Like, shut up.
Don't attack the Alchemist.
One of them's a crit.
But you get the 16, which
But
does hit.
it's a crit.
No, you get the 16, it hits. Just roll all your attacks here.
So that's 1,
You have 8.
2,
That hits.
3.
That does not hit.
That looks like 6 to me.
Because she's rolling twice, taking the lower.
Oh yeah.
Another crit.
That doesn't hit. That doesn't hit.
Oh.
So you've hit twice so far. Is that right?
3
1,
times. Yeah.
2. You hit him twice.
I thought I hit him a 3rd time.
You didn't. Keep
Oh,
rolling.
okay.
That hits. We're well past qualifying for Rend.
Isn't that 18? Don't you qualify for a crit there?
Oh, wait, yeah, did she roll? Yeah, that's a crit. One of these is a crit. She's got 3 hits. and a crit.
Both of those last 2 are
I
a
got
crit.
2 crits.
Oh no,
now.
wait, that's sorry.
Oh wait.
Only
Yeah,
one of them.
so I have to take the lower.
Yeah, just one.
Okay.
Okay,
So much the
37
dice.
misses. So we're at 3 hits and a crit.
2 more, I think.
Okay. That misses. That misses. So you have 3 hits and a crit and 1 Rend. Go ahead and roll the crit first, would you? For my humor. 2d10. Bless you.
Well, you just throw out that spirit slam at random.
Yeah.
Hey, it could crit.
It could crit.
Go ahead and roll, sir. Sneeze later, roll now. People have to leave.
Sorry.
So that's quadrupled. Is that right?
There
You
it
did
is.
my entire attack chain in one swing. You ass.
Shifter gets 17 to 20 times 4, yeah. So, since you're dying, I'll do the math real quick.
46 times 4.
84.
That would be 120 plus 24, which is 144.
Okay. And he has a little bit of regeneration. Well, damage reduction rather. Actually, hang on 1 second. Don't go any farther with the damage, because the thing could happen. The thing didn't happen. Okay. Now go ahead and roll your 3 attacks. I just needed to see if
Don't I get a second crit?
you just crit once.
Oh, okay.
It went 19, 18, and then 18, 13.
This is red.
Yeah.
Okay. Going to like that. There we go.
Okay. Why are you at 4d10 plus 33?
So that's
Is that really rend what you have? Is that what you... I see 2d10.
You're fucking up.
Yeah. So you do 35 damage.
Oh, I see. I messed it up. Hold on. Let me just redo that whole thing. Is that okay?
Yeah, hurry up.
Okay. Let's see what I did wrong. Okay. So I do this, and then an additional...
Okay.
And then the next damage from the next attack.
Okay. And then you have one more attack, right?
Yes.
Is he dead? He might be dead.
I did it.
He's not dead. Okay.
Oh, I didn't do it.
All right, Alex, you're up. Treerazer looks very, very, very unhappy as this giant, I don't remember what your aspects are, bear, wolverine, bat, bull thing just tears into him. The flesh where he's been screaming out in Abyssal, Elven,
Very
Sylvan, all
freaky.
kind of together.
The rays of the will, our prophecy filled. I'm the lord of the day and the night. I mean, if he looks kind of bad.
He looks pretty fucked up, yeah. Yeah, he's not doing well.
I mean, I might as well do a drum solo.
You're welcome by. Let me do the drum solo.
I'll have to. I charge him, I guess.
Understood.
Well, yeah, so I'll provoke, of course, but
Okay.
I would be
Okay, so you
surprised.
provoke twice. Yeah. Move turn order. I need dice. So, plus I add this. That's it?
Yeah.
Alright. So then... you have plant stuff going on, so we'll do the Bane first.
Shit.
That damage in plant Bane, because you're treated as a plant right now.
I'm a freaking salad.
You're a freaking salad. That much acid damage, I don't know what Oreads are and aren't immune to.
I don't have it.
Okay, fair enough. And then I hit you twice.
Some acid resistance.
Yeah, that's
Did
what
we
I thought
kill
too. Dead yet? He's not dead yet. He's
Damn.
close to being dead. I hit you twice. This is 2 attacks for the purposes of your damage reduction. How many DC? I'm looking at his entry. I need to be looking at the his power attack entry that I remade because he doesn't have power attack because people didn't know how to make their monsters back in the day. This is gonna sound crazy, but this is from 4 attacks or 2 attacks rather. 2d6 plus this.
By the way, he has a 20% miss chance.
Okay, I'll go ahead and I'll put the damage up and then I'll roll the damage or the mischance rather.
Spoopy spirits.
Spoopy spirits.
Yeah.
All right,
Fucking Christ.
that's 2 attacks.
That's 2 separate attacks. So I minus 14 out of that?
Yeah. So 1d. So I have a 20% mischance.
So 216.
So if I roll, we'll say 80 or higher, I miss. Those both connect.
Damn. Who's that hitting?
That not you.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's hitting Alex.
Yeah. Let's see. That's.
You okay? Well, not okay, but like, are you okay?
I mean, no one is okay after that. Let's see. I'm actually okay.
I'd be okay with that.
I'm actually
No one's okay after that. I'm actually okay.
Metal.
Yeah.
All right. Now I get to do my 1 attack.
You get to do your 1 attack.
I just stood up and the whole underside of my ass looked like someone climaxed over it. I was covered in fucking duct tape residue.
That's 47 because I charged.
Okay. Is that including the extra damage, or do I need to add that too?
The extra damage is the Constitution damage thing, and
Gotcha.
the 9 damage is from his weapon. That is vicious.
Okay.
But his damage
Understood.
reduction reduces that 1d6 point of self damage thing.
Okay, understood. Okay, let me roll a d20 real quick. I'm basically rolling to not nat 1. Ah, well,
Well, shit, son.
let me be entirely
how
sure.
bad? How bad are nat ones, Tommy?
Pretty bad, but I need to see if massive damage is a death effect. That's the only caveat here.
You just collapse the roof on yourself?
I'm just gonna do the Spirit Slam too, because
I don't
It's
believe
important to
massive
me.
damage is a death effect.
Massive damage is not a death effect, and so, yeah, I'll let you flavor the kill. You got it, big guy.
Are you killing him with metal?
I am well, yes.
Yes.
I mean, he just runs in with his big Earthbreaker which is it's engraved with the letters unbent,
Here we go again.
unbound, unbroken, and he just gets pummeled on the way, rushing in. He's barely hanging on, and he power slides under the last blow. And he just uppercuts that freaking mace up his. I don't know what he got. He got a scrotum, doesn't he? So he'll hit
Yeah,
that.
right. You just power slide down on both knees and bring it around underhand right up into his demon sack. I like to think we all played a part in this magical moment that's happening.
Yeah, Vargas just likes
Alright.
rocking out to this.
Oh yeah, Vargas has got his sword stuck in him, and he's throwing up the devil horns, and Ignatius is up on his face, just headbutting him.
Nice. Yeah, that definitely does it. And the hammer hits his scrotum, and he kind of just explodes in a mess of demon lord. Yeah, testicles. A mess of demon lord testicles all over the place. His axe spins up in the air and then lands in his.
It's like SpaghettiOs and meatballs now. It's just like.
Ew.
Everybody make a
Yeah,
perception.
Sarah can think about that the next time she's stuck at her work
Sounds like a
making
pretty...
SpaghettiOs and meatballs.
It's a testicle spectacle.
Ew.
Testaculous.
Testicular.
Oh no!
Sarah, you die. No save.
What?
I'm kidding.
You die, no save.
That's what the thorn was supposed to be when it hit somebody. It was like a DC 40 or die. I was trying to Tomb of Horrors it, but then I felt bad because it took so long to start, and I didn't want to just you're dead. Anyway, so you guys, as he
They had
dies,
to burn through almost 400 and something, 460 health.
that's how Tomb of Horrors did it.
You spent 20 hours building your character. You failed your save. You died.
Welcome to Advanced Dungeons and Dragons.
Right thing.
You can come back next week with a new character. See you then, buddy.
Has to be a different class. That's a new house rule that I've just made up.
As I said,
Anyway, so-
welcome to Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Learn Thaco, spend 16 hours building a character, die in the first session.
Rough.
Dun, dun, dun.
So everything kind of gets wibbly wobbly around you guys. Everything gets kind of hazy. It's not. You guys are very powerful people. You realize you're shifting planes. What is the place called? Witch Bowl. It kind of thuds into the ground. As it does so, the door falls open, and as it does so, you guys see what looks like the capital city of Kayan and Eudora in ruins. The buildings are all the buildings that stand are covered in vines that are actively pulling them down. You can see several elves and other humanoids as well, but mostly elves a fighting retreat as plant golems and pretty much every big scary plant monster and or dragons and demons that have plants infuse their body, vines coming out of eyes, flowers coming out of mouths, things of that nature, just overtaking everybody. You guys get the feeling that your presence here, your presence in Tanglebriar and in the Witch Bowl was kind of a distraction, getting people whose stars might have shined a little too bright out of the picture so Treerazer could begin his attack in force on Kainen and maybe even farther than that. That's where we'll leave it for this one shot. Do hold these characters together because if the stars align again, we'll play them again together. But that's a story for another time. Thanks you guys for watching. Thank you guys for hanging out with us even though we started super late. Be sure, give these guys a like, give these guys $1 in patronage. These guys do better videos than I do, seriously. Help them out. Also, they're my friends, and one more reason you need them. They're Tommy's friends.
No, I don't know if we do better videos than you do. You're pretty top notch, Tommy.
Yeah, but your quality is so much better than mine. Anyway, regardless, again, my name is Tommy from Black Dragon Gaming. You can check me out on YouTube. I have a Twitter. I have a Facebook. I too have a Patreon if you're feeling particularly generous. Be sure to drift on over to the Interplanar Crossroads. You can get them on Twitter, Facebook. They have their own website, interplanarcrossroads.com. They have a Patreon as well. Like I've been saying, helps us out. The more you guys support us, the more we can do super awesome stuff like this without having to, build massive, very powerful characters and have a work schedule. So yeah, again, thank you guys so much for watching. And Adam, if you want to say anything else, I'll turn it over to you, buddy.
That's everything that I think needs covered. Do support. If you have to make a decision between supporting Tommy's channel with your dollar patronage or just supporting the Planar Crossroads, shoot it over to Tommy first because he's going after this lot stronger. Got a lot of drive going on. So
I do what I can. I literally have to do a video like right after this, so I can stay on schedule this week.
Show him your cat to get him to give you $1.
Here's a cat. He likes to knock over my stuff. Say hi, Achilles.
Look at my cat.
Say hi.
oh, my cat, give me likes.
Oh my God.
He doesn't want to say hi. He's sad.
All right.
I can
I
really
don't
get
have
to say hi.
anything
Hold
else.
on.
Sorry, buddy. I don't mean to slap.
Oh, I'm almost done. I'm
There you
almost done
go.
my first playthrough. I can start. I can start that log.
There we go.
There's a Baylor. Nico Bolus.
There, buddy.
If I'm gonna do
Oh.
that.
And a load of money.
Do you have
No,
work for
not-
tips?
You
Wasn't a grandma.
stripper?
Yes.
Loan money.
All right.
Tell me you forgot to plug your Tumblr.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I have a Tumblr too.
On the Black Dragon Gaming Tumblr, to which I am following.
I can't tell if people shit or not.
All right.
No, I am. I'm following your Tumblr.
Aww.
I mean, you should be able to tell. My name is Ghoulish on literally everything.
On everywhere you go forever.
Because he's ghoulishly delicious.
You gotta. That is my Twitch handle. You gotta brand, man. You gotta brand yourself.
Yeah, you do.
All
I
right.
had to delete all the weird porn Tumblrs out of my Tumblr.
And on that note, thank you everyone
Let's
for coming
call it.
to the end of Planar Crossroads. We hope to see you again sometime. As always, have a great day. God bless and enjoy. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.